only from Nintendo. Play Rad Racer. Play with power. It's turbo speed in 3D. It's treacherous tracks, hot cars, hairpin turns. One mistake and you'll roll. Rad Racer, only from Nintendo. Now you're playing with power.
Easy now. Easy now. I need complete silence. Damn it, Dylan Dandon! Yeah!
Yeah! Look at this, Mr. Edgeworth.
The fuck is that? Some crazy guitar pick? What is it?
My guess is that it's a giant guitar pick.
Oh, that's a guitar pick. Fuck yeah, dude! Hell yeah, Kay. Can I get a fist bump, girl? Come on. Kay! Don't leave me hanging. Aw, man. What's this? A drawing of a woman in a swimsuit wearing some weird headgear?
Drat, where'd it go? I worked so hard to get that card. No.
Little pervert. Pick my claspers in your cloaca, girl. If that's alright. Boom, boom. Here's what it's supposed to look like. This thick little sausage thing. Oh, fuck. Oh man, that made a mess all over my keyboard. No! Even heard me. Sometimes I'm like, is he even hearing me? Eureka! 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 Shamika! Papika! Ripa! Fake cat! Bad bet! Bad bet! Just nonsense work. God, there's so many guys that want to fight me, dude. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Why can't we? Takashi, heard you wanted off the team. That ain't something you can put in a text. They dancing over.
Don't just apologize, do something about it. If it's not Shota, I don't want it. I won't come back here ever again.
I understand. I'll talk to the owner.
If I don't get the boy that I want, I'm fucking leaving, okay? And I'll be writing a strongly worded letter to the city. To let them know that you treat your customers like absolute garbage. I cannot stand this. Oh my god. Is it hot in here? I'm like hyperventilating right now. It's like, whoa. Hold on, lady.
Here you go, little guy. He likes it. Little flakes. These are my little man flakes. There you go.
It's the bird! Touch the bird! Oh, god damn it. I'm so mad I could just... Son of a bitch. Destroy! Destroy! Do you see this right now? Look, he's got a little butthole mouth. Yeah, little guy. You gonna make me feel good? Is that what you're gonna do? God, what the fuck, man? He's got like little nodules in his back here. His pointy little legs. What the fuck, dude? Oh god, look at that. Gross. Stick my finger in his mouth. Don't chomp it off. My poor dude. Let go of him, damn it. I'm trying, buddy. I'm trying, dude. I don't think I can do it. Damn it. Damn it. Oh, I got this out for some reason. Space boyfriend! Ho! Crits and shits, you say? That's right.
getting crits and taking shits. That's what we're doing today. At least Kel's gonna be doing it because he's got so much luck. Alright, now we can just pull it all into the processor, I believe. Do I have enough tethers for this? Do I have enough tethers? Do I?
I can survive.
Did you guys hear the survive?
All right.
Did you guys hear that one?
Hello, hello. Welcome in, everybody. I hope you're having a wonderful Monday. And I hope you're ready for something a little new. This game, Like a Dragon Ishin came out when I wasn't looking, so we're going to get to it. Hey there, Noah. What's up, man? Thanks, man, just for this game. Hell yeah. Still have my Final Fantasy border up. I'll probably try to maybe have a few borders to pick from to maybe fit the game a little bit, but I think it still fits this a little bit. It's nice and elegant. But yeah. I gotta say, one of the main things I like about this border is just like the corners, how they're cut out like that. It took me a little bit to get going, but it looks good, I think. But how are you, Noah? Sorry I didn't get to hang out much in your stream today. Had some electrical issues this morning, and I have to schedule an electrician to come out. Gosh darn it. I have some deep fried mushrooms here I'm eating as well. Don't mind me. But, without further ado, should be a good one. Doing great, just chillaxing? Hell yeah, man. Glad to hear it. How was the hockey game, dude? Was it great? I bet you talked about it in your stream. I missed it. I hope it was fantastic. Alright, we're clicking new game. Let's do it. Oh gosh. Do I even try normal on this? I know it's a Yakuza game. Or should I say it's a Like a Dragon game? Let's go with easy, dude. For new to action games? No. Recommended for players who don't want to get frustrated. Brakuza, hell yeah. What's up, Ty? Oh, you know, I should have worn my Yakuza shirt. You know what? Hold on. I got a shirt for all occasions, even this one. Let me see. Let me get you some waiting music. Ace Attorney waiting music. There we go. I get my all occasion shirt. Wham! There we go. Oh gosh, I need to clean off my desk. Too much extra bullshit. There we go. Shirt for all occasions. I love the Ace Attorney music. Alright, we can pause it though. Dylan, how are you? Doing alright, man. Glad we're towards the end of the day. I spent so much of today trying to fix an issue that I didn't end up solving, but I am a little bit safer now because I bought some fire extinguishers today, so just in case. Got some on 2 different floors of the house, so. You see how the pig Bakumatsu period, and just hell yeah, there you go. Thanks, man. Let's do it. I wonder if it's going to be voice activated, like dubbed or not. I assume not, but Judgment is. So, for all I know. Let's see, let me go by the stream. Oh, the stream is a lot brighter for you. That's like way darker for me. That's about how dark that was for me. Go with that one. Turn on autosave. Well, of course, who doesn't want autosave, you know? Come on, dude. No, I want a manual save. What am I, a caveman, dude? Jeez. Come on. Cloud save it even. Come on. This work is entirely fictional. The people, organizations, incidents, terms, etc. that appear completely coincidental. Just because somebody looks like Kiryu Kazuma does not make him Kiryu Kazuma. December 10th, 1867. 30 or something, I missed that. Look who it is right away, dude. Dude, he looks a fucking badass at the same way. Majima. There, yeah. Look who it is. It's like all the gang, dude. Got that classic samurai run, you know what I'm saying? Let's do this. We're under attack! Oh, my blood's pumping. Gonna be so many corpses to count. Okita said that? Before you get to that, focus on the task at hand. Go on ahead. We'll hold them off. Holy shit. Sakamoto Ryuma's upstairs. Get moving. Yeah! You hear him? Hey, look what it is. We recognize all of them, dude. I'm glad that I played far enough in the series to recognize, like, everybody so far. I mean, there's probably gonna be some people maybe I don't recognize, but I'll probably recognize everybody. Dude, this is fucking sick. Whoever we are right now. Is this Kiryu? I said, who are you? So weird, like the time period spin off with all the main characters. Yeah, I know, because it has all the characters. Hasn't been a oh shit, what's that? A man with his sights on the future gets gutted by a man stuck in the past. Sasaki, a killer who was never supposed to exist in the first place, taking the life of a man who's had two of them. Right. Sakamoto Ryoma-san. That's Kiryu though. He has a completely different name, huh? It's just his model. Majima's still Majima though, right? It said Majima, didn't it? Or was I wrong? I assume all their names must be different then. I thought I saw Majima's name there, but maybe I just wanted to. Sakamoto Ryoma, famed hero of the Ishin era, was murdered. Japan had been ruled by the Tokugawa Bakufu for 300 years. But once the black ships arrived, Bakufu dominance was soon to be shattered. There was nothing they could do. Not against the technological might of these foreign vessels. And soon enough the samurai saw how weak their rulers had become. Samurai do not obey weak masters. So, not for the first time, Japan teetered on the edge of chaos. Yeah, his great granddaddy. His great. It'd be funny if it was like in Kiryu as Sotago, whatever the fuck his name is. Oolong Law, JK, happy Monday. Oh, happy Monday, Papa. Good to see you, bud. We'll be playing some Ishin today. I'm pretty excited to play a pseudo new Yakuza game, and I mean that on multiple levels. Oh my teeth.
a pre-requel sequel. Yeah. And the fact that it came out in Japan like a few years ago. Like, this is a remaster of something that only released in Japan, from what I understand. So it's also pseudo new in that way and stuff like that. Oh, the layers there. Yeah, I don't know anything about this one either. Making pancakes and bacon for dinner. Are you making bacon pancakes though? I don't have that. Reading. I want to take place just before the Meiji Restoration. Well, there you go. Escaping Home, Chapter 1. All I know is that we get to be a samurai, and it's a Yakuza game. That's all I know. It's like Far Cry Primal for the Yakuza series. Yeah, okay, yeah. That's a good comparison. Oh shit, let me get the... I forgot we get to do a lot of inner voice in this game. Been a minute since I played a Yakuza game, huh? Okay, come on, work with me, voice mod. Work with me, damn it! Okay, what's it doing? There it is, it's up. I have to restart it, it looks like it's frozen. What the fuck, man? What the fuck, man? Why you no work? Yeah, okay. My voice is gonna cut out for a minute, but you'll have this delightful background noise. Alright, 1 second. I'm just gonna restart voice mod. It's taking a shit on me. Okay, I can't even exit out of the app from the icon. I have to task manager this. Blissful ambiance, yeah, absolutely. How do you say that? Do you say it ambience or ambiance? Or does it depend on the context? Pop, bitty pop pop. There it is back. I wanted to be making noise when I cut back in. It's been a year since I saw Tosa. We're not reading it yet. Still getting it working. Okay, now we have voice mod working. Beautiful. And commence video game. Down here in OBS, I forgot to lock down. Everything is locked down. It's been a year since I last saw Tosa. I wonder if everyone's doing all right. I should see how the town's holding up. We're like a homeless person, but a samurai. Is that like a Ronin? Like a mirror which reflects my very shadow. From then on, it's been known as Kagami River. It's pretty cool. It reminds me of those Way of the Samurai games. Isn't that what they're called, Noah? The Way of the Samurai games you play? It's giving me some vibes of that already. What's over here? I need a drink. Maybe we'll find a couple of geisha girls. It looks really nice. Coming through! Man, now that is some labor. That guy has 2 boxes on either side with a stick, dude. Man, there's got to be a better way, brother. Otsu, what's wrong, Otsu? Please, is anyone a doctor? What happened? I'm a doctor. I'll take a look.
Her stomach started hurting all of a sudden.
This isn't good. It could be her appendix.
Appendix?
Her stomach organs are likely inflamed. This is something only Dutch medicine can mend.
No!
We need to move her, fast. Hey! Can someone help me move this girl? Well, you can't. You're a full-grown man, and she's a little girl. You can't. Come on, bro. It's alright, I got it. It's the Joshi, is that what he said? Josai? That timing couldn't be any worse. Kiryu's like, I'll take care of this. Oh no, I'm just gonna get in line too.
Just hold on, Otsu.
Hey, what are you doing? Stop. Tell me where you think you're off to.
My daughter is sick. Something wrong with her stomach.
I see. And
If I can't get her some Dutch medicine right away, it might be too late. Please, let me pass.
well, this isn't just terrible. Well, this is just terrible, isn't it? Yeah, it's terrible. Oh, come on, dude. I don't care if your daughter's sick. She just so happens to die. And that was always her destiny. The little girl's tummy ache don't mean anything to us, bitch. You really think you could just walk past a Joshi?
Well, did the Joshi really think they're that important?
What?
I'm from Ozu, but I married a Tosha Goshi 4 years ago.
Tosa.
But I wish we never came here. Back in Ozu, the samurai help people, especially in a situation like mine. I mean, we're all human beings. But you expect me to put you first? Ahead of my own daughter?
How dare a lowly Goshi wife speak to us this way? You bet your ass we come first. And we don't tolerate defiance from filth like you. Oh shit, dude. You straight up grab that fucking shit. Fuck yeah, dude. Ah, Tosa. You never fail to piss me off. Who the hell are you? Just another Goshi from Tosa. Sakamoto Ryoma. Just a Goshi? So why aren't you bowing like everyone else? Go now.
But
Ma'am, I was born and raised here, and I know how these guys think. Trust me, they're not capable of seeing reason. You fucking... Go. It's the only way you can save your girl's life.
thank you so much.
Goshi trash. You have no idea how screwed you are. I do. Huh? I'd never point my blade at a Joshi if I were to kill you even by accident. Your fellow scumbags would burn this entire place to the ground. What'd you call us? I'll accept my due punishment. But first I'm going to punish you for hitting a woman. You just threw your life away. Better make it quick. Otherwise, you stuck-up scum are in for a world of pain. Fucking get him, dude. I'm gonna still call him Kitty, dude. Just get over it, alright? Marvelous big combo. It's so marvelous. Stomp him. Get him, Kitty. Hell yeah. Feels just like old times. Yep, face stomp, just like the old times. Spotless takedown. Boom, right in the fucking dick. Keen. Level up. Soul orb obtained. Or a soul orb in it again, huh? Okay. Alright. Sounds good. Exactly. That's a good one, Noah. Just when we thought Kiryu might actually kill someone, he throws his sword away. I guess technically it was the sword of the other guy, though, right? Because we grabbed it. How's it going, Blue Tomato? Thank you for the zoomies. I appreciate it. How are you? Welcome in, welcome in. So I got an apple here. I'm now eating. I'm just munching this whole stream, dude. But it's a delicious apple. Let's go. So I got a C in defense and a C in technique and I'm on easy mode, so that doesn't bode well. Oh, now this is bad. Yeah, he's in serious shit now, poor guy. Enough! I know what I've done here. As a fellow Tosa, I know the consequences for defying the Joshi. Better than anyone here, in fact. What's going on? What? I'm a little confused. Given the confused eyebrows. I'm good, how is you? I'm doing good. Oh, look at that Kiryu booty. Hey? You just got back from Edo. Why'd you do something so stupid, huh? A low-ranking samurai like you, running your mouth and insulting a Joshi like that? Really? Listen, I'll remind you of something you might have forgotten. Here in Tosa, class is more important than life itself. Even if you're a woman or a child, you disrespect those guys for any reason, it's a crime. I know you studied swordplay in Edo. Fat waste of time that was. Now that you've raised a hand against him, the only thing left for you is death. That's just how it goes in Tosa. And you? You just accept this. What do you say? Aren't you a Goshi yourself? You bow your head and bury your nose in the dirt all the same. Yet somehow you kneel and accept it? You gotta, like, kick him or something? Oh. We're nothing alike. I'm a high Goshi. Don't ever claim we're the same. A Goshi of your rank's like a pebble in the street. Make one disappear and nobody will bat an eye. That ass, exactly, Noah. That's enough. Who's there? Based on your philosophy, I make the pebbles disappear. What? Wait, are you? I'm the right hand of your lord in Edo, Yamauchi Yodo. Perhaps you recognize me. Is that supposed to be Kazama? I can't quite tell. I never got to look at Kazama's face enough. Magistrate. Sorry to interrupt, but I'll be taking this pebble with me. But sir. Yeah, it's gotta be Kazama, right? Yeah, it is. I'm sure you're aware of my reputation as a man who demands order more than anything. Hey, it is Kazama. Yes, of course, sir. Yeah, it's Kazama. There you go. Insolent scum like this aren't. Oh. I'm going to remove him myself. As you command. And that's that. Brace yourself. Sakamoto Ryoma. Kazuma Kiryu. Or should I say my son? Of course. There you go. That's why it's gotta be Kazama. But now he's a magistrate in this, yeah? It seems they've given the royal treatment. I see they've given you the royal treatment. Pause. Aye. Say no more. It won't do us any good if the jailer catches us. Get dressed, we're leaving. But how? Don't worry. I've cleared an escape for us. But only for a short time. So hurry up. Right. I'll spare you the details for now. First, get yourself something to eat. Then meet me at the hideout when you're done. The hideout? Did you forget already? The school you grew up... Oh, I can go to glossary. Oh, that's interesting. Because he says Edo, you can get it defined for you here. That's pretty cool. I like that. A major city in central Japan, later named Tokyo. It was already one of the largest metropolises in the world by the end of the Edo period. Very cool. That is dope, dude. Fuck yeah. School you grew up in. What a year in Edo will do to a man. You can get directions from people around town. Ask for the Kingoshi schoolhouse. Alright. The Kingoshi schoolhouse? Is that supposed to be like the Sunflower orphanage or something? That'd be so funny, dude. Well, maybe that was it for me. I caused a lot of trouble for Pops. And all this relief's making me hungry, too. Guess I should grab a bite. I mean, he made all that trouble for Kazama as well. Kiryu did. Remember that one time he came in and he basically started that giant, like... What were they? The Omi Alliance? Was it Omi? No, it was that Korean gang group, right? Because Kazama was going to try to come to negotiate, and then he had a gun pointed at him, and Kiryu, like, busted in and was like, no! And then after that, like, everybody on the other opposing side died. It just, like, swept the whole place, killing them all. All because Kiryu kind of, like, triggered it or whatever. Or at least it was, you're made to believe that at one point. Hello? Chirp, chirp, good day. Hello, Crispy. I've been playing a game that's made me think about you a little bit. It's Dinkum. There's a game that Lemur and I have been playing. It's set in Australia. And it's basically like Animal Crossing, but based in Australia. And it's a little bit Stardew Valley-esque as well. It's got like bits of both. But it's been pretty interesting. We've been learning a few things about Australia in there. Well, good day. How are you, Crispy? After all that, my stomach's growling. Isn't there a restaurant near the dock? I walked 3 feet. Classic Yakuza fashion. It stops me for a side quest. I took 3 steps. Fair, Dinkum? Yeah, Dinkum we read was like, it's supposed to mean like a hard-working person or something like that? Is that right? How would you explain it with your familiarity with the word? Animal Crossing, but all the bugs want to kill you, yeah. You get to catch like kangaroos and stuff, and you're given an island, which is like this giant untamed area of Australia, and then you have to like make it livable, and then people will come, just like in Animal Crossing, if you understand, and then you can like trade with them, all that stuff. Honestly, I don't even know what it means. Oh, okay. When we looked it up online, Lemur looked it up. I think he said it was something about, like, it's a person who's, like, hardworking or has, like, good values or something like that. It's a dinkum. Something like that. I don't know. It's a fun game, though. I might play it on stream sometime, but now that we got Ishin, I mean, we gotta play this. Here, dinkum is used to emphasize, to seek confirmation of the genuineness or truth of something. Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay. Maybe part of it was being honest. Maybe that was the word. Yeah, I thought it was a really cool game. And compared to Animal Crossing, way easier to do multiplayer. I'll say that. Sounds very different than the American dink term. Yeah, I would say so. I was thinking the same. Yeah. It's dinkum, okay? Dinkum. Alright, let's not get skewed.
Big gods!
Big gods! Thank you, Stella. I appreciate that. That was 10 bits. It looks like you were trying to do more, and I appreciate that. How are you, Stella? You're welcome in, welcome in. Hey, we still got a big ads. I appreciate that. I need to watch that short again. I love Dr. Bees. Dr. Bees! What's up, Stella? How you doing? Nice. Let's just sit this inside. What's he doing? Slip inside what? No, you surprised me. What the hell? You have such a guilty look on your face. No, I don't. I don't have nothing to be... I've done nothing to be ashamed of. You see, I'm just placing normal, everyday items inside these pots here. I throw away the things I don't need, hoping they help someone else. As long as I cover them with a lid... With a lid? Cover them with a lid. The dogs won't get to them, and they don't spoil in the rain. Oi! If you can see a lidded pot around, take a look inside. Maybe you'll find something nice. I tried to send the heart one too. Yeah, I thought that's what it was, the show love one, yeah. For some reason it didn't register it though. But hey, I knew what you were trying to do and I appreciate it. Thank you. Around town you'll find pots of all sorts of places. They contain various useful items. Sometimes you can even find rare valuables that would be hard to obtain elsewhere. Also, once you've taken an item from a pot, someone will eventually refill it after a certain length of time. Check everywhere you go for a lidded pot. Alright. Here's a lidded pot. Examine. Wait a minute. Cool. What's this blue symbol here? Do you remember me? You saved us when I had to take my daughter to see the doctor. Oh yeah, I remember. I've had to save Joe, but still not allowed. Kind of cage that I like though. It just seems so huge for such a tiny bird. But cage can't be too big. I mean, yeah, wouldn't he like that? I mean, I don't know anything about birds, but one would assume that more space is better, right? But perhaps there is too much. I don't know. I'm glad to see you're safe. I heard that Josie snatched you up that day. By the way, my daughter managed to recover from her illness. I can't thank you enough for what you did. Hell yeah. I'm glad to hear that. So is it just for in the shrine? Sorry, lady. Can I get through here? At shrines, you can use your storage. Oh, that's what the symbol's for. Yeah, I'm good. I don't have enough to store. Look at her glitching out. Look, she's trying to walk backwards, dude. She's dancing, dude. She's moonwalking. Oh man, you don't get to see your moonwalk when I zoom in. That's alright. Oh, I need to switch that. Hold on. Go from zoom to set. Maintenance. go. Now, when I zoom, we should never have a transition. I was trying to do some troubleshooting the other day, and I think that's what caused that. So hopefully now, yeah, didn't transition. Thank you for the clip. I didn't know moonwalking originated in Japan. Yeah, apparently this lady is the original inventor, dude. All because she was trying to stand back in her spot so she could look at the shrine. All right, anyways, back to the game. Should we look at the map? Man, it's so Yakuza. It's funny. So we got our shops here. The Umi Fish Market and Yoyoi. Chitose Provisions, General Goods Store. Fish Market and the Izakaya Yoyoi. Is that gonna be like Don Quixote?
It's ya Yoyoi. Welcome to Yoyoi.
She's next to a shrine. The spirits got her. Oh no! The spirit of Michael Jackson. Kind lady. Huh?
Ain't this bizarre?
Is something wrong?
Oh, I come here every day to draw water from this well. Today, though, I found this of all things. Wonder if it fell in. I have no use for such affairs. Here, it's yours if you like.
If ye like. What is it with? Ye? Okay. Obtained iron scrap. Okay.
Water is delicious, you know, and so good for you, too. Take care.
Well water, I suppose my throat does feel dry sometimes. Every town has a well. In addition to the tasty water therein, you might discover items some have dropped when you check them. See, I wouldn't want people dropping shit in the water I'm drinking. They surely lower the water quality just sitting there, so pump proactively. Just another day of drinking plenty of water. Thank you for the hydrate. I appreciate that. Just another day of drinking plenty of water. You guys haven't seen one of Jazz Emu's newest songs? That's a Jazz Emu song, by the way. I posted it in the Discord, but it's a really funny song about life being a simulation. And it's about like how he's not himself. He's actually a teenager from the future playing a simulation. And so his life isn't real. It's just so goofy and fun. I would recommend checking it out. It's called The Real Me. The Real Me. Olden E. Peak say. Olden A. Peak say. Doing some pig Latin or something like that. Oh yeah, I already read that. Here we go. Yeah, it's funny how they're trying to do like the old English speak, and it's just like, man, just the subject matter is old enough. I don't necessarily need the crazy accent. At least when I'm reading it. I would love to hear it, but when I'm reading it, it just trips me up, dude. Can I go in here, or just talk to this guy? He is the Yoyoi.
Welcome. What'll it be today?
Got some tosasake, just that sochu. Katsuo tataki. Platter dish, I can say that one. Thieves porridge. And pickled eggplant. I have 6 Rio and 0 Mon. Okay. I assume that means I have enough. Mon seems to be the smaller of the things. I don't think I need any of this stuff. Good to know what you got, though. Oh, it's a fish market. What would I possibly need from the fish market?
Welcome. You are in such luck. Everything is fresh today. What would you like?
He sells fish, as one would expect. Maybe I'll need fish later. But to remind you all, you are awesome. I love you. I love that you hang out here as always. Thank you, Dom. Oh, yeah, thank you guys. Same goes from me to you guys. I always love it when you guys are here to hang out with me. It's so much fun. I love having conversations with y'all. Knowing what you all think about what's going on and what you guys are doing and what you're up to. I appreciate that. Oh, yes, the fish man sells fish, right? It's like, I don't know, man. In Yakuza, the guy at one of those fish markets actually sold us weapons. So you never know. It's worth a shot.
Hello there. Welcome. How may I help you?
She's got ointment, dried rice, nigiri meshi, and Doburoku. Doburoku. Cloudy sake made with cooked rice, what's been fermented. If you're gonna imbibe, take it slow, yeah? That's such a strange grammar. A cloudy sake made from cooked rice, what's been fermented. Like the what's, the use of the word what's there is weird. Very cultural.
I hope we can do business next time since you didn't buy anything today. God damn it. How am I gonna feed my children?
Use some of that dried rice you're selling, bro. Oh, we got another sealed pot. Oh, it's not sealed. It's open. That means it ain't got nothing for me. The camera is weird in this one, just as is tradition. For localization? I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure. I can't judge. I don't know what good localization is. Welcome. What can I get you? So this is just me getting something to eat now. A whole mackerel sushi. Let's get something a little bit cheaper. Kuzu kiri. Noodles made a powerful kudzu root boiled in water. This will cure any ill that befalls ya. I hear. I feel like it's like just trying to be like, because they would have only known like the Dutch and certain people at the time. I think they're trying to speak like this is what English would have been like at that time, right? Because I think the UK uses what's. Like I've heard panda use what in that way before. I think it's just an American English thing. That's so weird, I guess. I don't know. I guess that's why I don't want to say poor localization. It might just be that like they're trying to be authentic. You know what I mean? Like Sega for not doing great on translating their games. Yeah. That would make sense. Yeah, I feel like it's somewhat of a choice because like the other Yakuza games are like this. I feel like we're seeing it here for a reason. I think it's like an artistic reason. And I'm okay with it. It just trips me up when I'm trying to read it, you know?
Oh my.
This is pretty good. Thanks as always. We look forward to seeing you again. Whoa, you him? Oh yeah, I'm him. I mean, him? The tough fella that smacked around those Joshi earlier? Yeah, maybe I'm starting a crew. We're gonna call ourselves a Yakuza. What do you think of that? Or sorry, a Yakuza. So where's Melinda's Mega Melons in this? Melinda Mega Melons? Is that the Linda we're yelling about when we're playing the drum game? Linda! Or is that from your, is that from Way the Samurai? Is that a reference to that? She's like, oh yeah, Way the Samurai, okay. That makes sense. No way. They hauled that guy off of Lickety Split. He's probably missing his head about now. I guess so. He did the right thing, at least. Yeah. We got enough problems, what with the black ships and the threat of invasion and the like. But Tosa hasn't changed. No, sir. Sorry. Guess we mistook you for someone else. But if you're looking to spark some change, you ought to join the Tosa Loyalist Party. Takeshi-sensei welcomes all. All right, I should head to the hideout. Pops will be waiting for me. I think it's funny those guys just randomly said that stuff at me. Like, I did not prompt that. I was just walking away after having some to eat. Kingoshi Schoolhouse. Damn. Completely forgot where it is. I should ask someone. Maybe these friendly guys that are trying to invite me to a gang. What, this guy? You look troubled. Something wrong? I have good news to share. I've intentionally lost 10 pounds and I'm feeling better physically. Nice, that's great. That is what I'm talking about. Congratulations. You guys is motivating to make other changes. I'm gonna try walking more too. Nice, hell yeah. Walking is a huge deal. I was actually, I don't know if I mentioned it on stream once, but I was reading an article recently about how they were doing these studies of like they're trying to figure out like what's the minimal amount of like exercise that you actually need and what kind of exercise depending on like what kind of job you have. If you have like a job like mine where you sit around and it was like a big thing with just like walking like it was like a very short interval, like every 30 minutes you needed to walk for 5 minutes and like there was this huge health benefits and mood benefits that people were having or whatever in the study. And I was just like, huh, just for like a short 5-minute walk every 30 minutes. Just every 30 minutes seems excessive to me. But I mean, apparently that was like the optimal thing they did. They were trying to make it like as less they could, like longer, but like less often. And it was like optimal at that, apparently. And it's just like, huh, crazy. It's like, I don't know if I could ever get myself to do that. I'd have to have like a timer, and I'd feel like annoyed. I'd be like, okay, gotta stop what I'm doing and walk for 5 minutes. You know? But I think it's really cool that people are doing those studies out there, because it's really important, especially going forward. You look troubled. Something wrong? My wife told me to chop some firewood. But to be honest, it's more than I can manage by myself. You look like you know a way around an axe, though, eh? If, it isn't too much trouble, would you mind helping me chop? Me? Well, actually, I've never chopped wood before. Nah, don't worry about it. I'll show you how it's done. Please, I'll take whatever help I can get. I'll pay you, too. Seriously, even just one log would help. Don't make me beg. I feel like this game has, like, some serious Way of the Samurai vibes. I think it's just because we're a samurai? And it's like a third-person action game? Fine, just a couple of logs, then. Sounds like a little minigame. Really? Thanks so much. That would be challenging for many with computer jobs when you are able to get away from a desk with that frequency. I can only attempt an hour on the hour every hour. Yeah, that's like what I'm thinking. Like maybe I could see an employer being like, yeah, okay, once an hour, take a 5-minute walk. I could see an employer saying that, but like every 30 minutes just seems like, man, you're gonna get interrupted all the time. Because sometimes for me, like I'm in the middle of something and I'm thinking, and it'll take me like even like 2-3 hours if it's like a complicated enough deal. And like walking away that often, I don't know. I can't say, because perhaps walking away, I would just think about it without being in front of it, and maybe that would help me think, actually, because they said that there was mental benefits too. I don't know. It's hard to say, but yeah, I'm with you. Like it's just too frequent. But it's definitely made me think I need to like get up and walk around more. All right, well, come on over to the stand and I'll get you started. I think it's needlessly specific. I don't know what you mean. Press A at the right time to chop wood. The axe will glow with inner strength as you raise it. Press A when the glow is brightest for a perfect chop. That sounds cool. Like drink X amount of water an hour. I'll just drink when I want. Yeah, well, I mean, you gotta understand, Crispy, these are scientists, and so they're putting together like a study. So that's why it's specific. It's not needlessly specific. It's specific for a very important reason. So, yeah. I disagree with that statement. Just seeing as it's a scientific experiment trying to figure out what is the most optimal thing, then it's never needless, because you want to know what it is. They're not saying that everybody should do this. It's saying that this is what we saw the best benefits of. You got to understand how science works. They're not telling you to do anything. They're just saying these are the results. That's why they're specific. Yeah, but for me, I wouldn't want to be watching the clock like that. Right, and like I said, it's just science. We're not saying do this. We're saying this is what got the best results. That's it. Whether or not you want to do that is your thing. But yeah, that's how science works, right? The more wood you chop in succession, the faster you'll go. Right now, the old woodcutter just needs 20. You'll receive 100 mon for every piece you chop. Nice. Let's make some money, dude. Make my money back. So these are interesting and our objective. Yeah, exactly. We're just trying to get the data. And then what you do with that data is you look at it and then you figure out, okay, so how can I make this like actually something I can achieve at work? You know what I mean? And like they were also trying to look into some things too. I remember it mentioning where, because some people can't just get up and walk too, like you're driving. You know what I mean? Like you're a truck driver. So like they're trying to figure out like, well, what can truck drivers do? So like that was like going to be like one of their next things to address, is something like that, this group of people. So I just thought that's cool, because these people, they need options. Maybe eventually truck drivers or whatever, as an example, will get automated. So perhaps that isn't as big of an obstacle in the future. But, for now, we will still have truck drivers for the foreseeable future. You could just set a periodic alarm. No need to watch the clock in the 21st century. Exactly. That's true. That's true, Ty. Just like on my my desk actually has an alarm that I can set for how long until I need to like transition to sitting or standing. So absolutely. There's a lot of technology out there to help with that. it just, for me, it all just comes back to, like, I don't want to be interrupted that often. Oh, shit. Boom. Boom. No. Okay, good thing his hand wasn't there. There we go. That was pretty fun. I like that. Oh, here, let me see here. Let's see. Cooper said, I didn't realize nutrients were stored in your body and you just use them when needed. Yeah, I learned that a little while back in like that. It's like fats and oils help you process the nutrients or something over time as well. Standing desk and desk treadmill setup, but for real, hell yeah, that'd be pretty cool. It'd be nice to have a treadmill like that. I try to find something like that, but everything is so bulky. Like, it's not like a good temporary solution. You'd have to have like, this is my treadmill desk, basically, is what it felt like. There wasn't a great solution. So what I ended up with, which I haven't used in a while, to be honest, and maybe I should try it out, is a stair stepper. So I can have like a stair stepper thing at my desk. So I need to get that back out. My hips just got really sore the first times I used it, so I haven't gone back to it yet. But I'm probably stronger now. I got stairs. Give me a tone deaf indicator for this one, because when I can't tell if you're being serious or not, I didn't know for real. Lateral agile, you have a to sprint to stand up. Yeah, these stand ups and sprints. Yeah, I never thought about those words that way, but yeah, that's kind of funny. Especially sprint. I haven't thought about sprint as being the word sprint for some reason. I guess I get it, right? Because it's like a small, like, bit of work. We call it a sprint, right? That's kind of funny. My father was a truck driver when I was younger. It's challenging for them to maintain self-care. Yeah, I can only imagine, you know? I mean, driving such a, like a, you got to be very present, you know? I mean, you should be. Maybe not everybody is, but you should be. So, yeah, they really need, honestly, truck driving probably needs a lot of reform, to be honest, but that's a whole nother topic. I get too caught up in getting exact amounts, so I don't think about it. That's why my iron is so low. yeah, I could see what you're saying. Yeah, that's why I can't get too caught up in that stuff either. I don't use the timer on my desk, for example. It's there, but I don't use it. I just try to think about, like, you know, kind of what you're saying. My body tells me, hey, my back's a little stiff right now. Let's go ahead and stand, which actually is true right now. So let's do that. Like, if I think about my lower back and how it feels, that tells me when I should stand. Which isn't the greatest indicator, because if it ever stops, like, getting stiff, then I'll never transition, I guess. And for when I'm standing, it's my feet. There we go. And now he's standing. This is atrocious form of splitting wood, by the way. Yeah, I've seen proper wood splitting it. Yeah, that's definitely not. It's just for the minigame, I guess, huh? Kind of pancakes, buttermilk, chocolate chip, regular Bisquick pancakes. Hey, that's pretty good. Nothing wrong with that. Do you like them thick, Papa, or do you cook them pretty thin? I mean, there's not really a bad way to do it. Just wonder. I did make bacon, and I didn't put the bacon in the pancakes. What the fuck? So you didn't make bacon pancakes? Ugh. You son of a bitch. I want some damn pancakes. Yeah, dude. I've honestly, ever since Panda was talking about Pancake Day over there, I've been thinking about making some, but I'm trying to resist the urge because it's a lot of sugar and a lot of carbs, and that's just not something my diet needs. I'm trying to lose weight as well. All right, hard to believe this was your first time chopping wood. You've got a real knack for it. I mean, you couldn't tell by my form that it was my first time? You think so? I'm just glad I could help. Oh, and before I forget, here's your reward. 100 mon per piece. Cha-ching! There's always more wood to be chopped. Would you mind dropping by and helping me whenever you have the time? I'll be right here. If I'm feeling up to it. I'd greatly appreciate it. Thanks for taking the time today. Feels like one of those things where I wouldn't just come by like, hey, you want me to chop some wood? Sure. It's like, you gotta ask me, dude. Are we going the right way? Where are we going? Hello? Whoa, camera. The camera does not like that. Okay. Back this way. I gotta talk to people, right? Because we gotta figure out what this place is. Hey, here I was racking my brain, thinking, what could those Joshi have done with you? Remember me, the doctor? I heard your actions saved the girl. Fantastic stuff. You're a straight and noble sort of guy. You know that? Hell yeah. Make mine thinner for the kids, typically. No, okay. I think I might like. I mean, it depends on kind of what I'm eating with the pancakes, but I think I like thinner, just because it's like less filling. Because pancakes can be so filling, dude. I really like oatmeal griddle cakes. Huh? I've never had that. That sounds pretty good. I do like oatmeal. I like the brand Kodiak. They make a bunch of products, and their pancakes are low carb. Oh, really? That's cool. High protein and fiber. Nice. That sounds like something I should try out. Last few times I made pancakes, I just make it from scratch, I guess, but that's probably why I don't do it very often. My daughter loves Kodiak muffins. Nice. I'll check that out. I wonder if I've seen those ones, because you're saying it's the tiny little single serving ones? I may have seen those. Mixed granola bars, too. Been wanting to try them. Huh. Let's take a look out for at the grocery store. Got the Kodiak brand stuff because of the protein content to help her with some things. Nice. Cool. Hopefully delicious and nutritious. And it's wonderful to eat. Hello, sir. Can you tell me where this school is? Can I go up there? I cannot. I could pray. You can use your stores at Jizo statues throughout the city. Oh, this is a storage place too. I guess I would be saving there if I didn't have autosave on, maybe? What's this guy do? Let me talk to you, yeah. Excuse me, do you know about Kingoshi Schoolhouse? Kingoshi? Sorry, can't say I do. I see. Alright, thanks. Good for nothing, piece of shit. Oh, excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Do you know anything about Kingoshi School? You know, I think I might have heard a name like that a while back. Couldn't tell you more than that, though. That's all right. Sorry to bother you. So polite. God love you, dude. How about you, pushing this thing? My good man. Fellow samurai, hello. Ronin. Oi! You that Sakamoto Ryoma? What if I was? A certain Joshi's asked for your head. No telling what you've done, but you must have some tricks up your sleeve to be strolling about. Whoa. The guy with the cart just disappeared. Post in Discord sounds good. Post in community chat. Hell yeah, sounds good. Can't abide that now, can we? We'll have to learn you some manners. Alright, sounds good. Guy, get to use my sword this time? Are we going fisticuffs? Grab an enemy, okay. Brawler, a style for the brave or the desperate. Parry attacks from all directions, then utilize ancient martial arts or objects in the environment to punish your enemies. Basically, we're going to call this Yakuza mode. Press B to arm yourself with a nearby object, down in this style to use an equipped special weapon. Press left bumper just as the enemy strikes to parry. Parry activates War Cry counter, granting temporary invincibility. Remember though, you cannot guard against blades or bullets while unarmed. See the battle section in your notebook or look through your abilities for further details. Alright, can I get my sword out? I can only fight these guys with my fists. You know what? How about I just grab you? That was working real well earlier. Kick him. I'll finish him off with a whirlwind. Nice. Is he not down yet? Oh, I got a parry. Yeah. Try to parry. Oh, I just have to hold. It's not like a timing thing. What? Gotcha, bitch. Nice try. Oh, shit. God damn it. Needless to say, their parry mechanic is not great. It's no hi-fi rush. We'll say that. Marvelous, spotless takedown. Was it spotless, though? Ooh, level up. So it's a Yakuza game? Pretty much. I can't wait till I can actually pull my sword out. Ugh, he's tough. Shit, we better hightail it. That's right, get the fuck out of here, huh? Does anyone ever practice a martial art? Yeah, I was in karate when I was a kid. I got to a yellow with 2 black stripes belt. And that was like, what's that, like 4 levels up, I think, from white belt. Before I stopped. And we moved to a country and then we stopped doing karate. Which one tried Kempo or Aikido? Yeah? It always looks cool. It's a lot of practice. Look at that. Oh, that's interesting. So now, as I use a specific style, I get specific, like, orbs that are called style orbs that are just for that style of fighting. That's interesting. Throwing an ability, you can swap out the throwing orb with a style orb. Placing the cursor on the ability and pressing A. Okay. Seems pretty cool. Let's take a look. I want to put all my points into Swordsman. That sounds cooler. In fact, Wild Dancer seems like the fucking coolest. Guns and swords? Yes, please. I did Kendo for a few years and Jiu-Jitsu for a little bit. Nice. Yeah, I remember you telling us about the Kendo stuff before. Now, think about that, no? I remember we had a Kendo stick growing up, like Kendo sword. My brother had one. They can hurt pretty bad. Because I've got is playing a Street Fighter. Hell yeah, dude. Because I've got his Punch Out. Nice. Yeah, the Gun Jutsu, yeah. Or Gun Kata, I think is what it's called in Equilibrium, the movie. They use Gun Kata. Of course, Gun Kata doesn't require a sword or even evolve one. It's just using your guns as physical weapons, like melee weapons, as well as perfect ranged weapons. If you guys haven't seen Equilibrium, it is pretty good. We got 3 training orbs. We might as well put them in Brawler style because I feel like we're going to be in Brawler for a little bit. Health increase is always good. Can I just place it anywhere or does it have to be... It's got to be the first one up. Ability gain. So do I have health in the swordsman one too? No, it's a rush combo. Pushing their attack from the brawler style. I can go ahead and put it in brawler. We've been using brawler. I have no idea when it'll let us use the other style, so we'll just put it in brawler for now. Let's just keep it simple. It's early. I like the idea of a gun martial arts tree. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. At the end, you get to curve bullets like that movie, like Wanted. Yeah, dude. I'm almost surprised they didn't have curving bullets in Equilibrium. That almost seems like maybe that would just have been a bridge too far for them, because in Equilibrium, for those who don't know, like the whole gun kata thing is like they have these people that learn how to use guns, and they're like so good at calculating trajectories and stuff that they can like make crazy movements and like shoot at like crazy angles or some shit. It's crazy. It's supposed to be like they're super smart is I guess what I'm trying to get at. And they can do all these calculations. It's crazy. And it's Christian Bale. It's in the future. It's set in the future when no one's allowed to like feel anything. Everybody takes like pills to keep them like from having emotions, and so like art and stuff, anything that's supposed to make you feel, has been outlawed. But then Christian Bale starts to feel. Oh no. Where am I going? I still need to talk to people, right? We still looking for the schoolhouse? Dude. Hello? Will anyone talk to me? God damn it. I'm a handsome young samurai. Will you talk to a handsome young samurai, sir? Will you? Will you stay close to a handsome young samurai when it's cold and late at night? No? That's right. Just walk away like the rest of them. Oh, you son of a bitch. I'll be alone forever. A super cop in Disco Elysium could calculate trajectories, but he also drank a lot. Yeah, there you go. See, the emotions ruin it. The drinking stemming from emotion. He needs to take his emotion suppressing pill. Alright, I'm not sure who I'm supposed to talk to. I wish the game would just tell me where it wants me to go. We fought a bunch of samurai, now what? Is there somebody on this street I gotta talk to? I already talked to this guy. Yeah, I'm gonna talk to that guy. I like how they all like, holy shit, there's a samurai. I talked to earlier. I need to talk to new people, new faces. It's gotta want me to go this way, right? Because we talked to a few guys going this way. We got in a fight. So the game wants me to go this way, right? I'll find somebody else with a box over their head. Not the shop owners. Oh, this guy? Will you keep a young samurai warm at night? Excuse me, do you know anything about a Kingoshi schoolhouse? Kingoshi, was it? I feel like there was a building like that behind Chitose Provisions. But what'd you want with an old shack like that? Oh, it's nothing. Thanks for your help. Nice. Now we have a location to go to. We go through this tiny alley. I can probably go in from the back. Is this supposed to be, this is now feeling a little bit like, the Salena. Ooh, kitty cats. Okay, this is it. I should be waiting inside. I could probably go in from the back. Oh, hell yeah. Make sure you ask first, though. Consent is key. It's a lot easier to enjoy here. Hello, Pops. How are you, Ryoma? I know you might be worse for wear. But would you care to share a drink? Look at that mustache, dude. Good old Kazama. They're cool looking bottles.
しかしせっかく
I'll send you out all the way to Edo. And just look at you. Guess it was silly to think a little sword training. That's funny, it's always Edo so far. I'm like, oh, glossary button. Still Edo. Oh, but I did want to reverse that. Starting a fight with the Joshi right off the boat. You haven't changed a bit.
相変わらずだお前さんは
It's the Joshi who haven't changed. Here we go, Tosa, a domain encompassing much of Shikoku's southern region. Ruled by the Yamauchi clan, the area is now known as the Kochi Prefecture. It's the Joshi who haven't changed. Seeing Edo made me realize just now just how backwards Tosa's class system is. Perhaps the training paid off after all. Are you going to be okay after what you just pulled back there? You mean letting you out? You were the magistrate of Tosa, aren't you? If word gets out, you let a criminal walk. Someone's bound to try and use it against you. Okay, still Tosa. You mean like Tosa's high and mighty elders? No need to worry. That jailer was a high Goshi. He wouldn't cause us any trouble. What do you mean? High Goshi is a rank between Goshi and Joshi and Goshi. Somewhere between you and I. I'm sure I'm mixing those up. If anything were to happen, he'd be demoted, and that's the last thing he wants. A man who suckles at power like that wouldn't have the guts. I guess so. It's true. People who can defy the Joshi without thinking of the consequences, people like you, are much scarier. Take it from a magistrate. This place sure is showing its age. Yeah, well, it might be old, but it's home. I can still remember. It's been over 10 years. Yeah. Many children were orphaned because of the Joshi. You weren't alone. Oh, you were an orphan again, huh? There you go. I created the school to take in as many like you as possible and keep the domain none the wiser. That's so funny. He is exactly the same guy doing exactly the same thing as Kazama from the future. That's so funny. Cyclical world. I still don't really get it. You're a Joshi yourself, Pops. Why do something like that? But you're a Yakuza, Dad. Well, I'm not entirely sure. One thing I do know, however, is that I hate Tosa more and more every day. You hate Tosa? I do. In a place like Tosa, class is law. Even the classes have classes, like Joshi, High Joshi, Goshi, and Goshi for the samurai. The Tosa domain established these ranks and retained order by putting up whatever walls they could. But warriors, peasants, merchants, women and children, we're all just flesh and blood. There's no difference. Yeah. I totally hear you, Dad. Yeah. That's why I took you and all those others who'd been wronged by Tosa into the school. I sought to raise people who might change Tosa. You want people to change Tosa? That's right. Those who have been tamed by the class system aren't much good for that. Here's my philosophy, Ryoma. I believe that in order to truly change Tosa, you need to both love and hate it more than anyone else. 15 years ago, the Joshi burned your home and took everything from you. Surely you must want things to be different.
お前は土佐を変えたいと願っているはずだ。
Well, yeah, Dad. Yeah. Pops. Yeah, Dad.
じゃあどうしておやっさんは
If you really feel this way,
藩の
then why work for the domain?
藩の賛成ってのは
Isn't the magistrate's job to maintain
土
the
佐の
class
階級
system?
制度を守る立場なんじゃねえのか。
そうだ。
Indeed it
わし
is.
は土佐で最も
And I have a reputation for prizing order, much like our class system, at least on the surface. Nani?
龍馬。
Ryoma.
にはもう会ったか。
Have you met with Takichi yet?
兄弟に
My brother?
いや
No, not yet.
まだだか。
お前が留守
He
にしてい
took
る
on an
間
important role while you
あ
were
いつに
gone.
は重大な仕事をしてもらった。
仕事
He did?
ああ。
Yes.
土佐
I had him form an organization we call the Tosa Loyalist Party. Tosa Loyalist Party, a political group founded in the Tosa domain near the end of the Edo period.
土佐勤王党
The Tosa Loyalist Party.
今の土佐藩の
500 men,
不満を
mostly
持った
Goshi,
武士を中心
who,
に
like us,
500
are unhappy with Tosa's current state.
名目上
To those on the outside, they call themselves loyalists,
その思いは
but they've
一つ
only one true goal:
土佐の
to
身分
abolish
制
the
度
class
崩壊
system
が
in
目的の
Tosa.
集団だ。
それじゃ
Meaning the Loyalist Party's enemy is
勤王党の敵
Tosa
は土佐
itself?
藩ということか。
わしはな、龍馬。
Listen, Ryoma,
その勤王党
I
の
want the
力で
party to destroy Tosa.
土佐をぶっ壊そうと思ってる。
壊す
Destroy,
そうだ。
correct.
わし
And I
は
want it
自
led
分
by
の
the
息子
two
同然
men
に
I
育てて
consider
きた
my
お
own
前ら二
sons.
人。竹地半平太。
Takachi
坂本龍
Hanpeita
馬の手によ
and
って
Sakamoto Ryoma.
龍馬。
Ryoma,
竹地に会いに行け。
go see
そ
Takachi.
して土佐
Have him
勤王
bring
党に
you
会
on
え。
board.
とにかく詳しい話は竹地に
We'll
あって
fill you in on all the
直接聞い
details.
てくれ。
And it's time to head back to the
わし
castle.
はそろそろ
Wasn't there a guy named
城へ戻
Takachi
らねばなら
before?
ん。
Isn't that like a... Is it gonna be the same Takachi?
兄弟は
Where can I find him? He was the one that worked with Majima, right?
町で土佐勤王党の
Most everyone in Tosa's heard of Takachi and the Loyalist Party.
だが
Meeting him might prove a...
す
or
んなり
meeting
会え
him
る
might
か
prove
は
a
わから
little
ん
difficult,
な
though. Gotta love that. It's just like 6 seconds of just him. Pops wants me to meet with Takachi. I should ask around. Oh, kitties, I'm sorry. Start on the kitties. Ooh, examine. What do we got in the pot? You'll go me something? It went by really fast. Now I have to ask around again? Hey, you. Whoa. Pardon, but do you know anything about Takachi of the Tosa Loyalist Party? Takachi? You mean Takachi Sensei? He should be at Takachi Dojo. Likely training about now, I'd wager. Takachi Dojo? Yeah. Big mansion in the southeast part of town. Big mansion. Thanks. Hi, Shiro-san. Takachi! Oh, it's the guy that we were... What is that? No, it's a different guy. I thought he was wearing the same outfit as the guy that we originally fought in that first cutscene. Takachi Dojo. Takachi has a dojo? Since when? Who are you? My name is Sakamoto Ryoma. I'm here to meet Takachi Hanpeita. Is he here? Sakamoto Ryoma? You? You've heard of me? Takachi-sensei's in the middle of a lesson. And for all I know, you could be anyone. I'm sorry? Can't be letting some stranger through to see Sensei. I have to ask you to leave, I'm afraid. I don't think that's gonna happen. These friends of Takachi's are turning out to be a real pain. This must be what Pops was talking about. Alright. Should find a way to meet Takachi. I'll just force my way in. Can't be letting some stranger through to see Sensei. So it's like, what do I need to like ask around? That's so strange to see. I have to ask you to leave me. Right, that's all I get, huh? Okay. Just, can somebody please hold my hand just a little bit longer? Let's see, these guys seem to be shaking this guy down. Suspicious man. Go on, fork it over. The Tosa Loyalist Party some kind of joke to you? Your protection money, now! There's no way Takachi-sensei would do something like this. You're no more a loyalist than I am. Shut it. Or shall we show you what happens when you don't pay up? Give me a break. Don't tell me the loyalists are just a bunch of lowlifes. Please help. These fakes are trying to clean me out. Who are you supposed to be? You want an early grave? Then step up. Alright, fine. I'll take you guys on. I've been wanting to test out my new skills anyway. You got some nerve, this one. No pulling punches then. Run 'em red. Now I get to use my sword! Sword battle! You like it when I wave my sword around? Is that pretty cool? Is that pretty cool? Check it out. Look at my sword up close. Aw, hell yes. Damn it. They attack so fast. Gotcha, bitch. A timeless and deadly style. Swordsman's balance of offense and defense is well suited for one-on-one duels and general combat alike. Press X to begin a rush combo, then hold Y to charge your finishing blow. Press Y to perform Summer Rainfall, a powerful guard breaking technique. See the battle section of your notebook and look for your abilities. Nice, dude. That was pretty brutal. Yeah! Stab him. Combo you and stab. Let's turn up the heat. By expending a fixed amount of heat using Y, you can unleash a powerful attack called a heat action. Charge up heat by attacking enemies and consuming items. When certain conditions are met while you have sufficient heat, Y will display, and you'll be able to unleash a heat action depending on the situation. You can increase the number of heat actions available to you by gaining abilities. For more details, try looking through Y View Abilities in the Abilities menu. Just knock him down faster. Oh, yeah, you're done, and you're done. Just stab, stab, stab. You're right in the chest, dude. You see that? Fucking damn, dude. Keen. What's wrong? Had enough? Please, we're sorry. We're just Ronin. Nothing to do with the Loyalist Party. You know? The real Loyalist Party would be conducting lessons at the dojo about now. Went up the stairs there, then head east. I was just there. They wouldn't let me in. I guess this was me, like, buying time until I come back. I leave for a meeting, so take care, yeah? Uh-huh. Hope I never see you again.
Splendid. Fancy swordplay that was.
And who are you?
The name's Shimada Yahe of the Tosa Loyalist Party. Caught a glimmer of your skills, I did. Sakamoto Ryoma.
You know who I am.
Naturally. Your face and form tell all. No mistaking it. It's just as Takachi-sensei said.
Takachi-sensei.
Founder of the Tosa Loyalist Party, Takashi Impeta-sensei.
Did you say sensei? Is this something I already knew but I'm acting like I didn't?
Rare thing to be both scholar and warrior, so we've all pledged allegiance. He's been teaching his Goshi how to live good and proper like. Yes, sir. If anything's fit to change the country, it's Takashi-sensei and the Loyalist. Those Ronin have been causing a fair deal of trouble in our name. Been giving us a right headache. By the way, Takashi-sensei's looking for you.
Looking for me.
The dojo's in the middle of training, but you've special permission to enter. I'll give word to the fellows out front, so head in at your leisure. Takashi-sensei will welcome you with open arms. Why couldn't I not say the well? He'll come all over you. No, he'll welcome you with open arms, I'm sure. God damn it.
My brain was like, nope, nope. Got two sealers right next to each other. Sweet potato.
Sweet potato.
Look at that puppy.
Takashi-sensei's waiting for you. Head on in.
That's right, bitch. My name's on the list. Tosa Loyalist Party.
Come on.
Wasn't he one of the captains or something?
So you finally returned, Ryoma.
Takachi Tampeta. Damn it.
Wait, Takachi-sensei? Don't tell me that this is the guy. Yep, my good old brother in arms. I've been telling you all so much about. The best swordsman in Tosa.
Hey, I'm only level like 1 or 2, so don't be talking me off. So this is the Tosa Loyalist Party.
Hey, where'd you catch that nasty scrape? Somebody beat you up?
Not my proudest moment, but more importantly, Pops filled me in at King Goshi Schoolhouse.
I see. Then, you're ready for this. Listen up, everyone. Ryoma's been away in Edo, honing his skills with the blade. That in mind, starting today, he is the party's representative of the Tosa Loyalist. How about that?
Hey, Rep!
That puts him second in command, even higher ranking than an officer.
I have to fight all these guys to prove myself. They don't seem very happy about it, bro. Looks a lot like the ending boss in Yakuza 0. That's kind of what I was thinking too, but he almost looks like a younger version, but I feel like he might be somebody else even. Yeah, that's what I was saying. He looks like one of the captains, right? But wasn't there a character named Takashi though? That was, I think it was Takashi though, maybe not Takachi. Hold on, what are you saying? Loyalist, an individual or like-minded group who is loyal first and foremost to the Emperor of Japan. Kakashi? Mirror Eye, huh? What was that called in Japanese? Oh, I used to know the name of the Mirror Eye Jutsu or whatever in Japanese. Now I can't remember. Whatever. I know what you're talking about.
いや金の党も妙に堅苦しい組織になって
The latest party's gotten too rigid lately. This ought to keep things fresh.
いい起爆剤になったろうぜ
Oh, look, he's cleaning his gun out. That's interesting.
高三の連中か
I don't know, brother. I doubt the veterans will like that.
だろうな。
いいんだよそれぐらいで
Hell, let him
あ
stir.
れぐらいしょうがねえと
A little fire under your ass does you good. Loose that, and things start to fall apart.
土佐藩がいい
The captain with the glasses, Keiji Shibusawa. Is that who it is? Let me look it up. I just gotta see him so I can have the memories of exactly who he is. Yakuza Keiji Shibusawa. Yeah, it's definitely him. Yeah. With the glasses, though? In this picture, he doesn't have glasses. It's just him. Maybe at some point he had glasses. But in all these pictures, he does not. Oh, there was an online version of the game? Ryuga Gotoku Online? That must have been a Japanese-only release. What the fuck? What? There's just new Yakuza games that just pop out of nowhere, dude. There's a whole online game? Like a Dragon Online? It's got 22 chapters? Alright, well. That's something to look at later. Anyways. What a throwback. Yeah, dude. Shuwansukan? Shuwansukan? What is that? You're losing me, Papa. You're losing me.
だろ
Just look at Tosa.
まあそうだよ。
I guess that's true, but... Does it still hurt? You're back.
まだ痛むのか背中。
おお
What, this? Nah.
いや
No
痛みがねえさ
Sure left a mark, though.
まあ後だけは派手に残っちまってるかな
It's funny, like, how, like, loose and easy this guy is compared to the what he's based off of or whatever. These nuts. Oh, is that what you were saying in Japanese or something? I know you too well, Papa. Yeah, you lost me, but I guess
すまねえ
I don't know you as well as Noah.
もう謝んなって言ったろ
Didn't I tell you to cut
い
that
つ
out?
の話だ
It was ages ago.
15年前
Yeah. 15 years.
だが今でも
Still, it feels like it was yesterday.
昨日のことのように思い出す。
まあ
Well, it's not like I can really
忘
blame
れられ
you.
ねえか上司による焼き
They
討
burned
ち
down your house, after all. No kid should have to lose everything like
家が
that.
焼け落ちるのを見ちまってんだからな
あの時
If you hadn't saved
助
me,
けて
I
くれなかった
would have
ら
gone with it. Just like my
俺は
parents.
両親ともども灰にされてた。だが俺を助けたせいで
It's my fault we've got that burn on your back. Truly sorry. So he saved Kitty from a fire, and that's how I got that burn?
謝んなっつってんだ
Will
ろ
you quit apologizing? You got no reason to say
お前
sorry.
がねあの日
It's the Joshi who
お前
wronged
の
you.
と家族を焼いたのは上司どもだだろ
They're the ones that set the fire? Right.
う龍馬
Ryoma,
俺と安
Pops and I are going to
変え
change
るつもり
Tosa.
だ
We want you to be a part of it.
当然お前に
Fourth chairman.
ってもらいたい
That'd be so funny if they call him fourth chairman all of a sudden. Like, what? Fourth chairman. You want suck on, shoe one, suck on. Oh, it was supposed to sound like that? Oh, wow, that did not sound like that to me.
あらかた
But I see it now.
だが実際のとこ何をする気なんだ。
Gave me the gist. I
土
missed
佐
brother.
藩の天守
We're going to storm Kochi Castle.
高知城
Round up all 500 of us and strike the heart of Tosa.
土佐来て
Kochi Castle? No.
農党の党員500人でな
襲撃だと。
Storm the castle.
襲撃っつって
Don't worry. We're not planning to hurt anyone.
終わるはずだ城を包囲して
We're going to surround the castle and communicate the party's resolve to the old men up top.
その上で
From From there, Pops will issue the ultimatum for them to step down. If they refuse, well, we'll be more than ready for them. Well, then people will get hurt. That sounds like. And the Loyalist Party is their replacement. Exactly. We're a looming threat. Make the Joshi fear for their lives, and they'll finally realize how foolish they've been. You might call it extreme, but it's just the thing Tosa needs in order to change. I see. It's the same as with the black ships first arrived. Black ships, naval craft built in the Western world. The methods of their construction involved painting the hulls with black pitch, leading to intimidating designs that greatly contrasted Japanese shipbuilding techniques. That's pretty interesting. I remember hearing about how they were like visited and given technology and stuff by the Dutch specifically. Pretty cool. And I tried. We're gonna raid a Castler, lads. Hell yeah. I'll raid a fucking castle, dude. Y'all ever seen a sock on? A sock on? What's a sock on? Sock on these nuts. People panic when their backs are against the wall. They start thinking about what they can do differently. That's what this is all about. And Pops has had this plan since the days at the schoolhouse. That's my guess. He had to learn the way of the sword and me academic. Wait, he had to learn the way of the sword and me academics and politics. Wait. And me academics and politics. Okay, he's saying and I had to do academics and politics? Is that what he's saying? He had you learn the way of the sword and me. Okay, yeah. I just, for some reason, my brain was like, that's wrong. But no, I get it. I get it. Fucking dyslexia or something attacked me. It was all for this. Well, it looks like you're learning the way of the sword too, my dude. I had no idea. I can't imagine I'll be of much use. You are the sword, Kiryu. Huh? Why is that? The days of a swordsman are long gone. Even you had all the loyalists using pistols back there. Pistol? Yeah, well, that's because they lack the talent. You can teach sword technique all you want, but that's only half the battle. Yeah, teach me how to use the gun. The way of the gun. Guns aren't like that. Anyone can be useful with enough practice. They level the playing field. Yeah, there we go. I knew it, Ty. I knew it was coming. Level the field. Ryoma, I want to tear Tosa's class system a new asshole. I mean apart. Just brought guns, the Japanese. Obliged. I can only imagine what that would be like. The culture shock of like these people with their technology, you know? That's what it's made to sound like from what I've heard. It's like, that would be a crazy thing. Like, what? You can machine things like that? What the fuck? Like, that would be crazy. I feel like if aliens came down with some sort of like, you know, interstellar technology or whatever, like, holy shit, you can go from star to star? Damn. I mean, if I do make that happen, people will never truly be equal. There will always be those with talent and those without. Remove class structure, and a new wall is bound to take its place. I want to create a world for the one without an education, or the one who can't wield a sword. I want a world where even they have a shot at happiness. Brother, take this. The loyalists will be glad to have you. Can't reach it, dude. There will come a day when we won't have to depend on swords or guns anymore. A day when people can truly be called equal. God, I hope that day comes. Will you fight at my side until then?
土佐勤王と
Join me and the rest of the
俺
loyalist
と一
party.
緒に支えてくれ。頼む。
Supposed to be one of the first to implement a division of riflemen into his army. Oh, really? That's cool. That probably gave him an edge, I would imagine. Okay, I will. I imagine there were probably some people who were like, oh no, we gotta stick with the old way. Screw these new technologies, and they probably died very quickly. Next time, I'm actually meeting with Pops in Kochi Castle tonight to plan our next move.
東洋のおやすさんと今後の話をすることになってるんだ。一緒に行かないか。
Why don't you come with me?
そんなに大っぴらにあって
You can meet him just like that?
何工場
One of his subordinates is supposed to lead me to him once I arrive.
てくれる手はずになってる。
It'll be fine.
大丈夫だ。
Sounds like it could be a trap.
そうか
All right.
それじゃあお前が
Kill some time
時
outside.
間を潰
Got
して
some
み
stuff
て
to do beforehand.
俺もすぐ支度
I've
してい
got
く
some。stuff. Do a side quest or two. Obtained Model 2. Nice. Obtained flame rounds. Dude, they had flame rounds? The Dutch, man. Holy shit. Enhanced rounds. I could always grab a drink and kill some time until Takashi's ready. Are there any quests around? Dude? Hey, you friend. I heard starting today you're repping the Loyalist Party. Wow, word gets around real fast, dude. Got me pretty excited for the future. The party gives hope to us Gochi. Bing. Konnichiwa. A very precious voice. Wants me to go to what, the Yoi Yoi? Yoi Yoi! I want to see if there's any side quests that popped up. Any side quests? So far, the map has been exceptionally small. I assume it'll open up a little more. The Kamurocho is pretty small, man. The guy with the logs. I guess that's the only quote-unquote side quest. I don't need to do that again. Let's just go have ourselves a drink. Yoi, yoi, yoi. I need to go inside or something, don't I? Enter? Is there an enter that let's talk? How do I sit down here? It's like, I need to go here. Maybe I do just buy a drink from the guy? Let's buy some sake, sure. Okay, there we go. I thought it would be like sake I could take with me, but maybe I don't have anywhere to put it. Appreciate your business. Come back again soon. I should head to Takashi Dojo's food. There's our man. Oh, look at these fancy kimono guys or whatever they were wearing. Can I help you? Sakamoto Ryoma, right? That's a pretty sweet. Was it Haori or whatever, that outer jacket? I like that pattern. That's cool. That's right. I heard you showed my boys you were a good time. So good, in fact. We're damn near out of the job. Hate to say it, but your time's up. Rotten luck, that. That's another one of those grammar things that was weird. Spare nothing, lads. Off him clean. Off him clean. Okay. Clean up after yourselves. Too bad it's gonna get blood on it. Absolutely. It is very nice. Absolutely. That's the coolest one out of all the guys. The flowery one's pretty cool too, I will say. Oh, now I get to use my gun. This is okay. So are these guns as good as the pistols from the future where I just one-shot everybody? Probably not, I guess. Sharpshooter style. Ditch the close combat and pick off your opponents from afar, leaving you without a scratch and them howling in pain. Press Y during a combo to unleash a roaring fusillade. Press Y to fire special ammunition with deadly effects. Note that your pistol cannot block blades or bullets. Additionally, power and accuracy decrease as too far a distance. See the battle section in your notebook or look through your abilities for further details. I'm going to get the definitions really quick. What was it? Fusillade? A series of shots fired or missiles thrown, all at the same time or in quick succession.
Fusillade.
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 That's a cool word. Fusillade. So if people are shooting a lot of things at you, it would be a fusillade of bullets. All at the same time or just in quick succession. Okay. Interesting. So they're fusillade weapons, not automatic weapons. They're made for fusillades. All right, I'm trying to remember the word. It's cool. Oh, dude, do you see me just spin that trajectory? Dude, they're dead. Ooh, nice. He's on fire. You want some fire too? Boom, you're down. Wild Dancer mode. A style that merges east and west. With sword out and pistol held aloft, rip through wide swaths of enemies at blazing speed, keeping in step with the rhythmic flow of battle with a Wild Dancer style. Press BBB to relentlessly slice your foes with Phoenix Frenzy. Activate Phoenix Frenzy by pressing B during X combos. Press A between attacks to evade and cancel your action. Time your moves well as you cannot guard in this style. See the battle section in your notebook. Let's go. Oh, that was fucking sick. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. I can just keep firing it. Come on, you gotta swing at me so I can evade it. Trying to evade here, fellas. I'm gonna fuck up the first one, huh? It's A to evade during a combo. Oh, during a combo. There we go. I see. My bad. Pow. Pew pew. Oh man, I love guns in these games. Bloody. Kill-tacular. God, regular behemoth he is. Or I just have a gun. Well, you had enough yet? Damn you. I'll remember this. Oh, let's go, guys. Team Rocket's blasting off again. What a waste of time. Takachi's probably ready to go by now. I should head back to the dojo. Takachi! You talking about me? Oh, it's these guys. You guys want to fight again? Outlaws. Oh, damn it. I'm trying to fucking dodge, but I guess there's a little bit of animation lag. Pow, 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 pow. Dude, man, I might have to bring up the difficulty. That is funny. Sharp. Was it sharp, though? A metal sheet. Oh, we're gonna... I'm being surrounded. Are these other loyalists that are mad because I'm like an officer now? All right. What do you want? Oh, look who it is. Sakamoto Ryoma, I presume. Who's asking? Okada Izo of the Tosa Loyalist Party. It's our brother. Brother from another mother.
Izo, this is the guy we were talking about. The one Takechi-sensei promoted to party rep without a second thought.
Why would that title go to someone who wasn't with us from the start?
It's only logical for Izo to have the title. He deserves it far more than you.
And he wants it real bad. So the loyalists draw their swords on their own comrades.
No one here thinks of you as a comrade.
Sakamoto, Izo here's the best damn swordsman in the party. If you want to be a representative, prove you have what it takes.
Take him down, Izo. Eno training ain't shit these days.
Going to fell. Oh, wait, what are you saying? Are you prepared? Oh, I'm prepared. God damn it. Should I be? And I guess I won't go easy on you. I'll just pull my gun out and shoot you. It'll be easy. Wait, are they all fighting me, or is it... Wait, what? You guys behind me, too? That's not fair. Damn it. Can't guard from any direction, I guess. Damn it. I'm just gonna get my fucking gun out. Oh. Oh, dancing.
I'm dancing, I'm dancing.
Oh, dance, dance. Just shoot him, Kiryu. Go, go. Whoa. Oh, damn it. Oh. There we go. Sweet spin move. This is literally almost the way of the samurai, is it? It doesn't look so much like it, dude. It's just Yakuza's take on it. Try Izo, if that's even your real name. Hey, Izo, was it? You're strong. There's no denying that. If you join the Loyalist Party solely to kill, then I suggest you leave right now. Huh? That's not the kind of organization my brother had in mind. Tell the others too. They have a problem with Sakamoto Ryoma. I'm right here.
坂本龍馬に文句があるならいつでも相手になると。
世話かけたな。
Sorry about them.
見てたのか。
You saw that? Yeah. You're definitely stronger than you were a year ago. What was their deal? They'll shame the loyalists acting like that. That's just the reality of the Goshi here in Tosa. How so?
合子という入門
A Goshi can't get a proper education. Hell, he can't even get himself a decent job.
まともな仕事にもありつけない。そんな彼らにとって
For men like that, them, the Loyalist Party, is their one and only hope.
誇りとなってる。
だからいきなり筆頭になって
And they're jealous I got made representative just like that.
許してやってくれ。
Forgive them, yeah?
彼らに
They've got their
彼らなり
dreams
の
too.
志がある。だから俺は
That's why I rescued them in the first place. Every person's got the right to dream about their country's future.
国の未来を考える資格があるはずだからな。
I like that sentiment.
未来か
The future, huh?
さあ、
Right.
そのためにも
And in order to do that, we need to rid ourselves of this class nonsense. Start thinking about how to rebuild.
なあ、龍馬。
Hey, Ryoma.
難しい話
Well,
わかるね
it's all a little complex for my taste.
一つだけ分かった
But there is one thing I do understand.
なんだ。
And what's that?
父さんも君も
Tosa, the Loyalist Party, even me. We've all got
まだまだ
room to grow.
ってことだ
Oh, sorry, I was trying to see if there's any new glossary terms. I doubt it. It'd be cool if it would let you know, like, oh, new glossary thing you haven't seen yet, or something. That'd be nice. Then I'd know, like, oh, I should hit the button. Alright, well, before we go any further, I'm going to take a quick bathroom break. And I'm going to clean up my dinner here. So we'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Shouldn't take me very long. So please stick around, because we'll have more Way of the Samurai. Oh, I mean, Like a Dragon Ishin. After this, so see you guys in a bit. Hey! Hey!
Oh, bullshit.
That's right. Bullshit. Alright, BRB.
Metroid. The power is Nintendo. Defend the planet's secrets against the evil Mother Brain. It's survival or destruction. Do battle or die. Metroid only from Nintendo. Playing Rad Racer. Play with power. It's turbo speed in 3D. It's treacherous tracks, hot cars, hairpin turns. One mistake and you'll roll. Rad Racer only from Nintendo. Now you're playing with power.
Easy now. Easy now. I need complete silence.
Damn it, Jill Dandon! Yeah! Look at this, Mr. Edgeworth.
The fuck is that? Some crazy guitar pick? What is it?
My guess is that it's a giant guitar pick. Oh, that's a guitar pick. Fuck yeah, dude! Hell yeah, Kay. Can I get a fist bump, girl? Come on. Kay! Don't leave me hanging.
Aw, man. What's this? A drawing of a woman in a swimsuit wearing some weird headgear?
Drat, where'd it go? I worked so hard to get that card. No.
Little pervert. Take my claspers in your cloaca, girl. If that's all right. Boom, boom. Here's what it's supposed to look like. This thick little sausage thing. Oh, fuck. Oh man, that made a mess all over my keyboard. No! Even heard me. Sometimes I'm like, is he even hearing me? Eureka! 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 Shamika! Papika! Ripa! Fake cat! Bad bet! Bad bet! Just nonsense words. God, there's so many guys that want to fight me, dude. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Why can't we? Takashi, heard you wanted off the team. That ain't something you can put in a text. They dancing over it.
Don't just apologize, do something about it. If it's not Shota, I don't want it. I won't come back here ever again.
I understand. I'll talk to the owner.
If I don't get the boy that I want, I'm fucking leaving, okay? And I'll be writing a strongly worded letter to the city. To let them know that you treat your customers like absolute garbage. I cannot stand this. Oh my god. Is it hot here? I'm like hyperventilating right now. It's like, whoa. Hold on, lady.
Here you go, little guy. He likes it. Little flakes. These are my little man flakes. There you go. It's the bird! Touch the bird! Oh, God damn it. I'm so mad I could just... Yeah. Son of a bitch. Destroy! Destroy! Do you see this right now? Look, he's got a little butthole mouth. Yeah, little guy. You gonna make me feel good? Is that what you're gonna do? God, what the fuck, man? He's got like little nodules in his back here. His pointy little legs. What the fuck, dude? Oh God, look at that. Gross. Just stick my finger in his mouth. Don't chomp it off. My poor dude. Let go of him, damn it. I'm trying, buddy. I'm trying, dude. I don't think I can do it. Damn it. Damn it. Oh, I got this out for some reason. Space boyfriend! Ho! Crits and shits, you say? That's right. Getting crits and taking shits. That's what we're doing today. At least Kel's gonna be doing it because he's got so much luck. Alright, now we can just pull it all into the processor, I believe. Do I have enough tethers for this? Do I have enough tethers? Do I?
I can survive.
Did you guys hear the survive? Did you guys hear that one? Oh shit, that's also stream effects. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! How could this happen?
I can't help you.
How can this happen? You can help me. Come on, dude. Don't give up on me, bro.
I'll try. Oh, what the fuck?
What the fuck's going on back there? Panda Cam.
I don't know.
Are you alright? Did you... Don't do it, little man. I wish you would step back. Oh. Not my little man.
Dad!
Okay, I'm gonna reach out and pull you up. It's gonna be okay. You ready? I'm good. Give me your hand.
Give me your hand, Dad. Give me your hand! Father! Give me your hand!
There, little bambina.
No! Oh, look. He's gonna be fine, guys. He's fine, dude. He's cool. Look, he's fine. He's fine. My dad didn't die because of me.
He's fine, dude.
He's fine.
He may have died, but he didn't die because of me. Dude, you know what I'm saying? Alright, I'm back, if you couldn't tell. Hello. Back for some more samurai shenanigans. Hey, you know what? I was gonna ask you, how many Way of the Samurai games are there? Because you're on 4, right? Way of the Samurai 4? I had never heard of those games before. So, like, when did they come out? Well, how many are there? Let's go to Kochi Castle, Takachi.
Yosh. それじゃあ
It's time to head over to Pops. You ready?
お前の準備はいいか
Yeah, let's go. Everything just for. Oh, okay. They came out in the early 2000s. It does look early 2000s for sure. Can't believe I missed out on those. Only 3 and 4 are available on Steam now. Oh, okay. Was it like originally the first one like a PS2 game or something? Seems like some games that I would have played if my parents would have bought them. I guess my parents aren't super into Japanese culture though, so I don't think my parents would think to buy me a game like that, I guess. Oh, sorry, bud. It's so funny how they like repel from you like a magnet. Like, whoa, I touched you. Whoa. Slowly, slowly. Concentrate, Kiryu. I mean, whatever my name is, Sotoyama, whatever the fuck. Remember how much trouble you got in? You lost your loincloth. Oh, yes, when I lost my underwear. That was pretty odd. Come to think of it, it's been a while since I walked with you like this. I haven't listened to a word you said. Oh, good, Ryoma? This is the first time I've ever been inside the castle, even though it's always been looking down on me. Yeah, this is how it goes for a Goshi. I've only been here a few times myself. Looks like everyone's here. Yes. I assume you've been told the plan, Ryoma. We'll give those balding old men an ultimatum, then we can bring true change. Like the Joshi, Goshi, High Goshi. We will purge Tosha of these meaningless class distinctions. Good. Pops, our loyalists are ready to surround the castle. When do we do it? You know how impatient I am. We move tomorrow. We need to settle this. Things are happening fast. Fast? I'd hardly say so. We've been waiting a long time for you to return from Edo. He's right. Tomorrow, all 500 members of the party will encircle the castle. They're ordered not to budge, no matter what. We'll show them we're serious. I'll deal with what will happen next, inside the castle. Will it really be that simple? Of course not. We'll put in a lot of hard work and planning to get to this point. Or we've put. Yes. There's just one thing that concerns me. What's that? Ryoma. I heard you became party rep of the Tosa Loyalists. I'm pretty upset about it. That's right. Hanpeita. Were you the one who appointed him? Yes? Is that a problem? If our plan is a success, and we run the old men out, the Loyalists will have unprecedented power in Tosa. Unfortunately, I don't believe that Ryoma is ready to be the Loyalist Party representative. What? What are you talking about, Pops? You always said it would be you, me, and Ryoma, changing all of Tosa for the better, together. I did say that. And I still believe it. It's fine. I'm not interested in titles. If I'm not fit for it, I have no problem stepping down. It's not the point, Ryoma. Pops, you need to explain this. It seems you both have the wrong idea. You see my true intention. Who's here? It's a ninja! Hey, you're the ninja. Oh shit. You ready for a— oh no! Kazama, not again! He's the Sean Bean of the Yakuza series. Kazama!
No.
We haven't done this. Pops. Yoshida-sama, what's going on? Hurry. Ryoma. Run! Or else they'll think you killed me. And it'll be over. But Tosa's future rests with you. Now, go for Pops! God damn it, not again! Who are you? Did you Yoshida-sama? Did you murder Yoshida-sama? You monster. Kill him! Kill this treacherous scoundrel! You think you can kill the dragon of Dojima? Who's Dojima? Who or what is Dojima? You literally shot Vinya's, dude. I need to get out of here. Better start clearing the path. See these moves? Can you keep up with these feet? I didn't think so. Some stairs behind that door. I should hurry. I'll kick it all down. Snake. I'll dance with you all day. Think I'm too proud to dance around a grown man? You're dead. I may not have killed Kazama, but I definitely killed all of you. How does that guy keep coming at me after I shoot him? I'm not really sure how that works. Oh shit, dude. You really got me. Oh man, you really hit me where it hurts. I love that move. Shit. I'm coming for you. Hell yeah. All-purpose medicine. What do we got up here? All-purpose medicine. Oh, hell yeah. Oh. Oh, shit. You think you're cool? I could just shoot you with my gun. What do you think of that? Special ammo. Go. No. There we go. Boom. You like the special ammo? It's just for you. Dance mode. Oh, shit. They can have guns, too. Oh, dude, what the fuck? That's awesome. Strong blade. Anything else in here? Nope. Boom! How do you like this one, Dom? I'm really enjoying it so far, dude. They give me a gun by default, dude. Zip, zap, zoobity bob! Guns always made these games easier. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still got some of the jankiness, but the dragon of Tosa. Yeah, there you go, exactly. That's what it is now. Panic. I just realized he could be Tatsu no Tosa. And would that be, is that dragon of Tosa? Damn it. Let me do my cool spin move, damn it. It is indeed. Hell yeah. Sounds badass to me. Nothing cool in here. It's funny. So lore-wise, are you just murdering these guys? Yeah, I guess so, because they think I murdered Kazama. Well, he's not Kazama in this one. So yeah, I'll give you a recap really quick. So what we're at in the story is we were an orphan, and we were taken in by a guy who looks exactly like the guy who took Kiryu in. It's like the faces are all the same. So you're taken into this orphanage or whatever, and he's a magistrate. And in this period, they have a really harsh class system, and Kazama, our dad, wants to take that down, and he doesn't want there to be a class system anymore because he wants to make equality, you know, or whatever. And so he like sent us to Ryoma is our name here, but I just keep calling him Kiryu. He sent us to Edo, which is like the capital, to learn swordsmanship. So we learned swordsmanship, and so now we are back after mastering the sword or whatever, and now it's at a period where the Dutch have introduced guns and stuff to Japan. So like Ryoma, our character, feels like the swordsmanship is not as effective because guns exist now, but that just seems to be one of his opinions. But anyway, so we're using a gun now, and so when we came back, we found out that our father has this, you know, plan to take down the upper class and like basically reboot society and change and abolish the class system. So the game, this seems like the inciting incident here is that we go and we try to have a meeting about how we're going to take them down, and we have like all these guys ready, you know, like 500 men ready to like surround the capital and everything, take them down. But during the meeting, a ninja comes in and kills Kazama. That's what just happened. And so we were the only person in there, and I guess I should explain this. So Kazama's a magistrate, right? And so he's like a really high up there guy. And so it's in order to see him, we had to sneak in, us and another like orphan brother of ours that we grew up with. We had to sneak in to even be there. And so the fact that he ends up getting attacked and dies, and we're the one that's there seen with the dead body, they assumed us, like we need to be the killer, right? So now they're trying to kill us, so I think it's pretty safe to assume that we are definitely murdering these guys. But yeah, that's why. That's where we're at. Because when they were fist fights, Kiryu could always act like he was just beating people up. Just shooting them doesn't really play out like that. Yeah, exactly. Well, we shot people in Yakuza 2. Anytime I could get a gun, it made the game easier, so I definitely shot as many people as possible in Yakuza games, and there was almost always like a one-shot, except like there was maybe one game where they seem to take more than one bullet a lot, but most of the time in Yakuza games, everyone's was a one-shot. Yeah, but you'd only get like one shot per pistol, though, was like the thing. But anyways, yeah. And this one, yeah, there's less of like everybody just gets beaten up, though. I don't know if that was ever a thing in Yakuza, though, that we didn't kill anybody. It's just the fact that you get in trouble for murdering someone is like the very first plot point, that you killed someone. And so then you go to prison for 10 years for it. So it's like, well, then Kiryu can't be killing all these people because the whole like plot is that he's like went to like prison for murder and he didn't actually murder anybody. Right? So if he didn't actually murder anybody, like what about all these guys though, you know? So I think that's where that comes from, I guess, because I don't think he ever actually said that he didn't kill people. I think it's just more of like an implied thing because of the plot and murder being such a serious thing. You know, even for the Yakuza, it's supposed to be something that you don't do, right? So, I think that's where that comes from. I don't know. I could be wrong. That's just my impression. No, I guess I never saw you with a gun. Yeah, it was pretty rare because I would only shoot, like, the one bullet it had, and then I'd immediately, like, throw it at the next guy and do a tiny small bit of damage or whatever. So, that's also probably why. Here, I got some ability points. Let's see. How many do I have? Oh, I got 4 Wild Dancer Orb. It looks freaking go. Wild Dancer rank 1 strengthens the power of basic attacks, finishing blows, and heat actions. Well, hell yeah. Essence of finishing. 2 Ages of Warfare coalesce as you stab and shoot a downed enemy. Consumes heat. Oh man, that sounds so brutal. He's already down, dude, and we're gonna stab and shoot him. All right, you got it. Spirit orb away. Health increase 1. I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. And obviously, I'm going to get it. That makes sense. And it does seem like all the characters take murder seriously, and then 2 minutes later, Kiryu is literally curb stomping some skulls. Yeah, it's like just like in Hogwarts. I feel like it's the same thing. in where we're like off killing all these like poachers and goblins and stuff, but we're just a little baby Hogwarts boy and we're not actually doing anything wrong, you know. Like, I don't even do an unforgivable curse kind of thing. But I murder these goblins and then tell them that the blood's on Ranrock's hands. Like, I just thought that was so funny because your character always says that your blood's on Ranrock's hands. Like, I didn't do this, my hands are clean. All right, this is all Ranrock's doing and your ass is dead. That's what it feels like. Wild Strikes extension increases the number of sword attacks in Wild Dancer's style rush combo. After 5 attacks, be sure to use Remnant Silhouette to stay graceful. I don't know what Remnant Silhouette is, but okay, we're getting it. We got 4 regular orbs here. Wild Shots Boost increases the rate of fire with guns. In Wild Dancer style, your guns are less powerful than in Gunman, but they make a good finishing blow. Now I get 2 ways to go. Luxury and Splendor, a dazzling series of attacks which can last as long as you find openings, consumes heat. Or Essence of Stature, parry an oncoming enemy attack with your gun. Then cut their spine and end their misery. Consumes heat. My God, yes. We are definitely murdering people. If there was ever any ambiguity before. We are cutting their spine and ending their misery, dude. I think we understand now. So then I can parry with my gun, because right now I can't. Sure, I think that's good. But where does this one end up? Has a dead end here. Dragon God Ascension increases the number of shots from Dragon God Dance. Are very useful when surrounded by enemies. That sounds like it'd be pretty sick. Essence of Cornering. Let's go with this one. Oh, we can even go down here. I missed this. Phoenix Clash increases the speed of Phoenix Frenzy. With faster attacks, you can keep combos go even longer. Yeah, I use that one a lot. That'd be sick. I think I'm gonna go with that. Increases the amount of experience you gain from defeating enemies with Phoenix Frenzy. Further increases the speed of Phoenix Frenzy, narrowing your openings and keeping attack. Nice. Maximize the speed of Phoenix Frenzy. The third attack leaves you open, so use Remnant Silhouette to transition. I had to figure out what the hell Remnant Silhouette is, but we're definitely getting this because I use this constantly. Turn them into paraplegic and leave them to bleed out. Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, dude. Oh my God. Get more experience. Seems like a no-brainer early on, especially. You got Soul achievement. I've got the Phoenix dance, dude. We're gonna dance around just like Phoenix. You know what I'm saying? All right, that was all in the middle of battle. I just had to like meditate there. What do we got here? Ronin's hair tie. Hell yeah. Who's next? From downtown. Fuck yeah, dude. Well, that was easy. I should have just switched straight to gun mode, dude. That's so funny. Pew, pew, pew. Oh, man. Bow. Alright, got your armor down. Bow. Got him. Oh, my God. Damn. Yeah, I'd be saying that, too. Got taken down that easy. Later. I'll just take him down, dude. Pew, 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 pew.
All-purpose medicine. Delicious.
Crystal. Ooh, crystal healing? Where are we going? Oh, here? And, oh, and then is this... Oh, that says leave. I didn't realize that was a door. I thought it was a closet. Like a wardrobe or something. Oh, no. What is all this? Brother, what happened? Look there. That masked man killed everyone here. Bastard. I wonder if he'd recognize who's under the mask. Be careful, Yuma. He's nothing like the local amateurs. I've never seen a style like his. Oh, well, don't worry. I have a gun. He brought a sword to a gunfight. Idiot. Come on!
Masked man. Ready? Fight.
I told you everything would be fine because I have a gun. He may have skills that far surpass my own, but I have a gun. I have a gun that goes pew-pew. Oh, he stabbed me! Ow! 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 You son of a bitch! You'll pay for stabbing me. Haha, I can run away. You think you're so tough. Oh, that was badass, but this will be even more badass. Woo-boom! Brother! God damn. Fucking ninjas. You son of a bitch. What the hell? What was so flammable? What, you pour freaking gasoline everywhere? Like the old saying, God created man, Colt made them equal. Oh, the Colt. Colt 45 hours then. I see what you mean. Sorry, I messed up. Forget that. Are you okay? You definitely hit bone. But I'm fine for now. More importantly, what happened to Pops? He didn't make it. Neither did the 100 guys that came after me. Brother. What happened? The man in the mask. Who was he? Who was he? Where are they? I don't know. Why did he come after us? Could he have known about our plan? It's possible. One of the elders must have found out and sent an assassin. Those fucking bastards. But with Pop's dead, there's no way to confirm who. Yeah, thanks for the clip, Noah. Hell yeah. Finished top my car. Hell yeah. What do you think about the ending, dude?
Perhaps, but...
Brother, I'm going after it. Like hell you are! The man's probably out of Tosa by now. You skip town, even just to hunt him down. Everyone's gonna think you killed Pops. They already do. I just killed 100 guys back there. And I wanted a man either way at this point. The men at the castle already think so. I mean, I killed a lot of them. They're going to come after me anyway. Ryoma. Gonna have to look up the other endings. I think I got the bad one. Oh no! Ryoma, let's get out of here for now. They'll find us if we stick around. I got that installed, but I haven't checked it out yet. I also downloaded that new JRPG looking game on Game Pass. Thinking I might take a peek at it. Brother. Ryoma. Sorry, but I think this is it for me. Come on, just a bit more. We'll be safe if we can make it to Awa. You have to go without me. I'll stay here and explain everything to the authorities. I'll tell them we're not responsible for Pop's death. And then what? You think they'll just nod their head and listen? Probably not. But the fact is, as long as you survive, that's enough. Brother, I know Pops may be gone, but the Loyalist Party still lives. If we truly want to change Tosa, one of us has to survive to lead the party. Ryoma, you escaped now. You can lead them later. But they hate me. It's funny, they were trying to take my title away. If that's the case, I only have... Wait. Damn, I missed that. Just gonna toss while you're gonna... Tosa needs you too much. I refuse to let you die here. Ryoma, are you... They're coming after me and me alone. No one else needs to know who you were at the castle. That means you and the rest of the Loyalists are free to save this country. What are you saying? It's for Tosa. Pops told me his dying wish. It's in your hands now. I don't want to do it. Looks like they've caught up. Ryoma, listen. Don't do this. Hey. Ryoma. I'll just kill the next 100 guys too. The last 100 wasn't that hard. Oh, this gun.
You murdered the magistrate Yoshida Toyo.
Give yourself up. Dude, that is dangerous to be thrown on fire like that. But now to continue power washing. Are you gonna play some Power Wash Simulator? You doing the Final Fantasy one? I would like to do that Midgar one. So it's come to this. Let the people of the world say what they may say. Only I know what I've done. And I will leave no regrets. I swear to the heavens. I did not kill Yoshida Toyo. Keep that name out of your mouth. Of course, I don't expect any of you to believe me. That's why. From this moment, I leave Tosa behind. Dishonor be damned, I will not return until I've found the true culprit. What the? My Tosa brothers. I'll see you again someday. And I'm gone. Ah! What the fuck, dude? Trying to find out stuff. Yeah, and that's awesome. Yeah, Smokey Bear would be pissed if you saw him do that. Yeah, dude, they just toss those off the side. Like, that's not okay, guys. Coming from a future person, that is not okay. Majestic. Hell yeah. Reminds me when Phoenix fell down that ravine when the bridge was on fire. Sakamoto Ryoma returned home from Tosa. It had been a year since he had left. Ryoma reunited with Yoshida Toyo, the man who raised him. Should not talk as kitty. Toyo long dreamed of bringing change to the oppressive class in Toso? He had been working closely with Takachi and his Tosa loyalists. But Sakamoto Ryo and Takachi Hanpeita, despite cherishing their union as sworn brothers, were driven to walk separate paths yet again. Their paths diverge upon the sudden murder of Yoshida Toyo. Ryoma shoulders are the misplaced blame, so his injured brother can run, and flees Tosa to hunt the true culprit, the masked man. Ryoma's lonely quest has only just begun. Painting was upside down and the lady wasn't flying, she was falling. Is that a reference? Dragging these nuts on your good morning, Dom. What's up, Never? Welcome in, welcome in. You at work or are you off, bud? 1 year later, Kyo. I'm a whole year older and a whole year wiser. Loyalists. Those who proclaim the emperor as Japan's rightful ruler. Their goal is to dispose of Tokugawa Bakufu by any means necessary. To serve that goal, many of them gather in Kyo, the seat of their beloved emperor. Some will even murder Bakufu officials and threaten the peace of the capital. We find our hero in an inn. And we're still woke up from a nap. Nice. Gotta be alert from 4 a.m. onwards. All right. Is lunch about to be ready to be served? Yep, just about. Then in that case, could you go wake the lazy bones upstairs? Oh, not again. You won't be able to clean him up if he doesn't eat at a proper time. Sorry, someone's gotta do it. Do I get to call anybody Mama on this one? Oh, Mama. Goodness, Hajime-san. How much sleep do you need? Who's those covers already? Seriously, wake up. I don't wanna. I have a boner. Get out of here. Another night on the town. If you've got money to drink, try paying the rent. Ryo-chan, it's fine. Leave him be. Hajime-san, as you know, I've put the rent on your tab. You'll be paying someday. I don't know why she goes so easy on you. Anyway, it's lunchtime. I'm headed out. Huh? What about your food? Sorry, but I'll pass. The dice are calling my name. I'll be late coming back too, so no need to save me any dinner. Suit yourself, just know that won't make your rent any cheaper. These ladies sure know how to make a guest feel welcome, don't they? That on-call life, huh? Is she cute? Yeah, she is cute. Yeah, raging morning wood. Yeah, that's what I was like. It's like, hey, all right, I'm up. Just, can you just close the door? Like, wait, no, I'm the only person at work currently, and I have to open up everything. Oh, they make you actually get everything open up and ready for the next shift or whatever. I'm gonna sleep like a fucking rock when I come home. Right on. Weird fact, but learned the voice actor for Johnny Bravo is in Toonstruck. Old point and click game. Oh yeah, Toonstruck. I think I watched Funhouse play that one. Is that the one that Elise really liked? I think. But I didn't know that. That's cool. Oh, Mama reminded you of that. There you go. Yeah, that's my impression of Johnny Bravo for sure. At least him saying that. There was an IT guy fixing a server from 7 p.m. To midnight. Oh, damn. That sounds like an annoying problem on that server. You can use your storage here in Ryoma's room in Taredaya, and can also change the time in most situations. Nice. He made no progress. Oh no. I would hate to be that guy. That sounds so annoying. Yeah, F for that guy. Jeff Bennett is his name. Okay, cool. All right, I'm to head out.
Bing.
Leave.
Hajime-san, I
suggest you be careful.
You're
You're a Ronin and a suspicious looking one at that.
You think the Shinshingumi is gonna kill me just for that? Oh. Kyo, currently named Kyoto. This was the city where the nation's emperors held residence for nearly 11 centuries. Wow.
It's the old capital, I guess.
Kyoto. Feels like a fact I've learned and forgotten before. I remember Jeff Bennett as Kowalski in Penguins of Madagascar. Oh, interesting. I never watched those. I don't even think I've ever watched Madagascar either. I think Madagascar was one of those movies that was playing on the TVs at like a place I worked at, but I never actually sat down and watched it. You know what I mean? Or maybe it was just the Penguins movie even. It may have just been one of the Penguins movies. Because didn't they have separate Penguin movies? You give him a piece of chocolate to cheer him up. Nice, dude. That's what he needed. He needed that chocolate, man, more than you may know. If it's anything like I've ever had with freaking computer problems. He's done a lot more than I thought looking at his IMDb. Oh, yeah, really? Nice. He's probably got a pretty good range in, huh? Kowalski analysis.
Kowalski analysis.
They
brag about keeping Kyo safe, but all that means is they'll cut down anyone for any reason. Ever since the Bakufu, the military government led by the shogun. Is that the shogunate? Often referred to as, the shogunate. There you go. See, that's what I've heard in Western writing. Right. Okay, so that's what they refer to it as, is Bakufu. Okay, that now I have more of an understanding, because I have learned a bit about the shogunate, so now I understand more just from that. That helped me out. Kowalski anal? I'm just kidding. Unless. Only private is into anal. What? Ever since the Bakufu let them loose, the streets have been turning redder and redder. So they have. Wouldn't it be a pity if you ended up dead after drinking and gambling all your money?
That's not for you to say.
Fine. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Warning me because you won't get your rent if I'm dead.
Think what you like.
You know it's true. Did you finish Hogwarts? I did. I did finish Hogwarts. Yeah, I finished it. Not this last weekend, but the weekend before. It's pretty good. I'm looking forward to any subsequent titles from that team. I did enjoy it. It'll be cool to see how they improve on the formula or whatever you want to call it. Oh, sleepy kitty, you. He's still muscly though. He was like, yeah, I'd like a piece of that meat. Oh, hell yeah. Like, whatever. Everybody wants a piece of this. Kazuma Kiryu. I mean, Sotoyama Ryoma. Oh, whatever. I think it's so funny if you just he's like, it's like Kiryu's in a movie right now. You know, like this is all a side quest for Yakuza, and he just keeps forgetting that he's supposed to be Ryoma, and he's like, oh yeah, Ryoma or whatever. In the middle of it. I love to think about it that way. Whoa! I think Private passes as the Harkness test? What's the Harkness test? I heard there's already talk about a sequel. Yeah, I have heard, little things about a sequel. It sounds like they have, maybe they have it greenlit or something like that, because I think the game's done really well. So they probably went ahead and they're like, yeah, okay, let's go ahead and make another one. You know what I mean? People seem to have liked it good enough. We've made enough money that we will invest in a second.
I rediscovered my flame for Hades. Ooh, man, that's a good game. That could be a game. I could see that happening to me if I went back to it, especially if I restarted it even. I mean, I haven't gotten in through Hades enough times to get all the story even, so I probably should just play it more, to be fair. But goddamn, that's a good game. Harness test is basically, is it sentient? Is it willing to fuck? Oh, okay, interesting. So that's almost like the Turing test, but with fucking. Harkness test refers to the hypothetical set of guidelines in which it would be permissible to have sexual intercourse with a fictional non-human creature. Oh, okay. With a fictional okay, a little bit different as well, huh? Interesting. Never heard of that one. I appreciate you guys bringing that to my attention. I just like this time. Yeah, well, it's not for everybody. Oh, internet nice. Yeah, they're pretty good. I got a wooden sword now. Damn. No, you're just too weak. What? What was that? Say it again. Oh, we were teaching him to fight or something? Seems I was wrong. Sorry to take your time. I'll be leaving. Leaving so soon? But you just got here. Yeah, why not play with us a bit, huh? Alright. But I need to ask you something first. What is it? Do any of you know someone who uses the Tinen Rishin style? It's a countryside technique taught by a dojo called Shiken Ikaido. Wait, what? It uses elements of jujitsu, staff technique, and old martial arts with an emphasis on function over form. I'm looking for someone who uses that style. I've already visited a few of the more promising dojos in the city, but... Tenen Rishin, you said? Never heard anything like that. Countryside or otherwise. That all you came to say? Yeah. Guess this is a waste of time. Hold on a sec. No sense in calling it a waste. Isn't that right, fellas? You came all this way after all. We'll teach you a lesson you'll never forget. How's that sound? Alright, let me catch up here. What are we talking about now? Pokemon Smash or Pass, am I right? Is that's the a true application of that test, right? I knew it from Rin's stream. LMAO, nice. Gonna have to ask you to leave for that comment. Plague of Gripes. Choose your partner video. What's that? What? I don't know what you're talking about. But that low punny though. Batman, I got a low punny. What is that from that video you're talking about? Horny memes, I got it. Okay. I'm actually surprised I've never heard of the Harkness test. Right? I'm honestly kind of surprised too. It feels like something that would be referenced more, I guess. You know, this is like some of the comedic stuff I've watched. Oh, we got abilities. Let's check it out. 2 gunman orbs. Ability gain. Jumping shots. You can jump off the ground and shoot. Pew pew. Go ahead and get this one. Can I get my gun out? Oh, I can't. I don't have my gun. Woo! Got him. Send you a couple videos. Dom, sounds good, man. I'll check them out. Sir? Mr. Saito? Crow? How'd you find me here? They don't call me Ginjin the Crow for nothing. I have eyes and ears everywhere in this town. In any case, how was today? These guys give you a good time? No, not even a good fight. Awful sorry to hear that. All I have to go on is the Tenshin Rishin style, or Tenin Rishin. I figure if the user is in Kyo, he'd be at a dojo somewhere. But haven't you spent months on end poking into nearly everyone? I have, which is why I'm at a loss here. Did you find anything on your end? No. Tenin Rishin is, after all, an obscure martial art from the countryside. On that note, are you sure this mystery swordsman is even in Kyo to begin with? Well, I know Tenin Rishin comes from a dojo in Edo called... I heard that dojo closed its doors and its members moved to Kyo. So that's what led me here. Oh, I see. But as you may know, loyalist Shishi have been flooding into Kyo by the hundreds. To make matters worse, each one of them are touting one style or another. I hate to say it, but this is like finding a needle in a haystack. There's a guy outside listening in! Tell me, is it standard for informants to whine about their job? I see you don't mince words. Alas, I shall double my efforts and ensure you get what you paid for. Rest assured. Who is that? Was it Akiyama? I think he was in... it looks like it might be the guy who was Akiyama in Yakuza. That informant's not so reliable. I should walk around the city a bit. Just taking the sights. Maybe talk to a few random people. So we're gonna play one of those between these cutscenes. Well, there you go. Play it now while I gotta walk around.
Batman, I caught a little Pokemon. Do you wanna know what Pokemon I caught?
What Pokemon did you catch, Joker?
I caught a little punny, Batman. I caught a little punny.
Oh no, Joker. Don't tell me.
Full screen media share.
Batman, you know what I'm gonna do to that thing.
Joker, it's an animal, Joker, you can't.
Batman, there's no laws against the Pokemon, Batman. I can do whatever I want with it.
No, Joker. No, don't do it.
I'm gonna do it, Batman.
That's funny. Hide media share. Hide media share. That reminds me of, there's a Joel Haver video. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it's a Batman one. It's very similar to that, where Joel's playing as the Joker, and he's like introducing Batman to this girl. He's got like up on this video, and she's like, you know how old she is? You know what happens at midnight tonight? And he's like, basically describes that he's been grooming this girl, and she's gonna turn 18. She's like, she becomes sexy at midnight tonight or whatever, you know. And he's like, I don't like this Joker. And he's like, he's saying that everything I'm doing is perfectly legal or whatever. He's like, I'd rather you be killing people, Joker. I don't like this. It's pretty funny. It's sort of similar to that. Sounds like that video was a spoof of it. Yeah, maybe. It's pretty funny. I'll have to post it or something in the Discord. Now that informant will turn up much. Need to keep looking around the city for now. Let's keep looking. The camera is so awkward. Oh, we got another. Oh, it's not sealed. Damn it! I've never seen it before, but it's not sealed. There's something on the ground. Oh, I got a, a key to a locker. That's what I was trying to joke about. I always find those in Kamarucho. Hey there, kitty cat. Kitty, 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 kitty. Hello. My little furry friend. Oh man, I want to get a good angle, but I can't. He's licking himself. How long do you think that animation will go on? You think it's just indefinite? The cat's just always there doing that? Alright, this cat's not gonna inform me. What's going on here? Really wanna? We just had Manju. Don't say that, yeah. Probably going back home. Wait, what is going on there? Shinto priest. I swear I don't have any money. Please let me go.
You liar. People give money to shrines all the time. There's no way you're not loaded. Now hand over everything you've got.
Please. I called on the gods to save me. Looks like that priest is getting shaken down. Sir, you, the samurai. Did the gods send you to help me? Well, now that I've heard that, I'd feel really bad if you didn't step in and do something.
Who the hell are you? You got something to say?
Has it even occurred to you that the divine punishments you might reap by robbing a priest?
Heh, thanks for the advice, loser. I got some advice for you too. Mind your business. Hey, we came out looking for some fun, remember? Now we got us a taker. Let's give him what he wants.
The Shinto priest just runs away. Oh, I'm out of here, dude. Pew, pew, pew. That's so funny.
Sharp, keen. Man, this guy's good. Let's scram. Aye. Thank you. You might have saved my life.
You gotta open shit up? Hell yeah. Get it opened up. You're welcome. Are you hurt?
Oh, well, actually, I think I twisted my leg when they knocked me down. I'm so sorry to ask, but do you think you could help me walk back to the temple? I could just lean on your shoulder. Ow!
Fine with me.
Thanks so much for your help. I just wish there was something I could do for you in return. I wish there was just some possible way I could repay you. Oh, I don't... What could I possibly...
Rope starts slipping down. It's fine, it's fine. I didn't do it expecting anything. Oh, God. Christ.
You've got a pure soul, Sir Samurai. I'm sure the gods are impressed with you as I am. They shall grant you virtue for this.
Virtue. Blessings of good fortune and favor received after doing work in the name of Buddha and the gods. Virtue.
Oh, yes. The locals here have known since the olden times that the gods will bestow praise and virtue upon those who do good.
So just virtue? Yeah. Praise Buddha!
You should cultivate all the virtue you want by going around this town, punishing the wicked, and by good deeds too. And this list, but that's less exciting, of course.
By going around this town and punishing the wicked, and by doing good deeds. Oh, I see what you're saying. It's not as fun as beating guys up. Got it.
It is said those who cultivate the most virtue will be handsomely rewarded in a variety of ways.
Kind of hard to believe the gods are paying that much attention.
Well, I understand why people like you think so, but it's all true. Look, I think you've cultivated some virtue right now.
Is this virtue? The butterfly pops up. Is this? You cultivate virtue by doing good deeds for the town and its people, like helping them solve their problems or shopping at the local shops. You can then exchange your virtue for blessings. Oh, cool. So just buying shit gets you virtue? We Americans got that going on then, right? We buy shit all the time. Get me right into heaven. And whenever you do things which cultivate virtue, your reputation around town will improve. Residents will treat you with more kindness, making it easier to conduct business. Capitalism is virtue. Yeah, there you go. Try roaming the town and talking to people. You're sure to collect some virtue eventually. What was that? That was strange. I actually do feel like I was just edified in some way. It tingles. Right? That's how virtue feels. Cultivate virtue just like that. Bit by bit. Bit by bit. You make it sound like a slow process. Well, I want it now. It's my virtue and I need it now. True. But there are ways to earn a lot of virtue quickly. I know a guy. J.G. Wentworth. 877 virtue now. Namely, following the diligence records. It's part of the divine plan, you see? Wait. Diligence records? What's that? You've piqued my interest. Oh, it's a document that's been circulating around here. It's a collection of divine requests from the gods. Anyone who fulfills those requests will gain plenty of virtue quickly. No, I just thought of something I can do to repay you for helping me. I'll give you a copy. Obtained diligence records. By completing the tasks written in diligence records, you can earn virtue more efficiently. These tasks can be viewed from the pause menu. Don't forget to exchange the virtue you earn for benefits at temples and shrines. Sounds like the character points or whatever that we could do in Yakuza. Diligence records, huh? Sounds complicated. Oh, not at all, especially not for someone as capable as you, sir, Samurai. These tasks are such that someone like you completes just by living life. You'll rake in lots of virtue without even noticing. Once you have enough virtue and you're ready to exchange it for a blessing from the gods, just visit a shrine or temple. Visit temples and shrines to exchange your virtue for blessings, which can increase the capacity of your inventory and grant you other benefits. Use them well. That's about as much as I can explain, I think. But if you forget any of it, just come ask me. I have to head to the shrine in Rakunai soon. But I've got some things to do here first, so I'll be around for a while. Okay, good. I'm gonna open this pot right here. What do we got? Scrap paper? Alright. Hello, fellow samurai. Shall we fight? You guys want to see my gun? Oh, I was just trying to get my gun out. Oh, come on. You want to see me dance too, don't you? Pew, 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 pew. Nice try. Nice try, fellas. Appreciate you showing up. Solid wood, that's what I have right now. After that fight. You know what I'm saying? Prize wheel attendant?
Oh, hey, you, sir.
You talking to me?
Yes. Would you like to participate in a free prize drawing? It's our first day running this shindig.
Shindig, huh?
But we haven't had a single person go for it yet. How would you like to try your luck a bit?
I feel like shindig? Is it that old? I feel like shindig, that's a little weird localization. It's a little inconsistent. Right? I mean, I don't know. Maybe shindig's a super old word for all the fuck I know.
Here, your first go is on us even.
You obtained a prize ticket. Alright, I'd found one earlier. Yeah, that feels too modern. Yeah, that's okay. I feel that too. Feels weird. We're having a hootenanny. There you go. That feels old-timey, but I don't know if it's the same old-timey as this, but it definitely feels old-timey.
You can get more prize tickets by shopping around town. Be sure to bring them back here, all right?
So what do I need to talk to again? You baiting me into this or what?
Oh, hello, sir. Have you got some prize tickets in hand? Would you like to give the wheel a shot?
Spin the prize wheel. Spin it for me, honey.
Excellent. Let's see what's in store for you.
Spin, spin, spin.
Right then. I'll just take that ticket real quick. Okay, go ahead and give it a whirl.
Oh.
Oh, wow. Third prize. Congratulations.
Small wind-up device.
You have another prize ticket? Excellent. Have another go. And good luck. Oh, wow. Ooh, fourth prize. Better luck next time.
Scrap paper? Are you kidding me? Here's a receipt.
Thanks again for stopping by. Come back soon.
What a crock of shit. This city sucks. Eatery. Alright, let's get something to eat.
Welcome. Would you like anything to drink? Please sit anywhere you like.
How about I just stand here and eat? Would that bother you?
Would you like anything to drink?
Chestnut sochu, saijo sake, potato sake. How about chestnut shochu? Sochu that uses chestnuts for a base. Their scent and sweetness keeps this going down easy. Or posture. Thank you, coming in. Something to eat as well. Oh, it's a 2-course thing. You gotta have something to drink, and then you get something to drink. Okay. And alright, sushi, katsuo, tataki. The famous skipjack tuna of Tosa. We slice it and provide ye a bevy of condiments to enjoy it with. Sure. Tuna. It's tuna.
Oh my.
Not at all. Pretty damn good.
Here's your check. Thank you so much. Please do come back soon.
I try nut and nut adjacent tastes of alcohol. Yeah, right? Some chestnut alcohol. I mean, I'm not one for alcohol, but you know, why not? Why not a nut alcohol? Where am I supposed to go? I'll just walk around. Here we go.
One moment, please. What about the money for your sake?
Put it on my tab. I saw you do that to some Satsuma guys yesterday. I know your game.
But in this case, I don't know whose tab I should put the charges on.
Shut up. Don't you know you're a loyalist, Shishi? We're risking our lives to fight the Bafuku for the good of the whole nation.
Hey, piece of shit.
Asshole. Well, what are you doing just standing there? Apologize.
You guys sure you want to do this? I'll call the Shinjingumi.
What? You bitch. Say that again. Hey, apologize and give us some coin to make this right.
Unfortunately, I have neither money nor an apology for scum like you.
Hey, shit for brains. Who you calling scum? I've got an idea for this bastard. A little bit of tenchu.
Alright. I'll fight you. But I'm warning you, I have a gun. And you're dead. Don't have to thank me, ma'am. I'm just doing this for fun. Used to be slightly allergic to nuts. Oh, really? But having a nut tree or whatever it's called and eating nuts made me lose the allergy. That's interesting. Hell yeah.
All right, that's enough. We're sorry, okay? Forgive us.
Nah, dude, I murdered it. I guess it was stuff like that that makes it felt like Kiryu wasn't killing people either, because that would happen all the time. They'd be like, oh, we learned our lesson, we'll see you later. It's like, no, you were dead a second ago. I love nut and nut adjacent. Oh, hell, I like nuts adjacent to everything.
Thank you, sir. We've had to deal with so many men like that lately. You're a lifesaver.
1 Rio, hell yeah, thank you.
Oh, what the fuck you want, huh? You want to fucking fight?
Bandits. You guys want to see my gun? It's pretty cool. That's cool. Pew 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 pew. That's so funny to me. You see the kitty who finally embraced his trigger finger tendencies, right, dude? What happened to all this fucking ammo, dude? This is before they had the gun laws. In freaking Yakuza, you only have one shot per gun. Back in the day, I could just shoot for forever.
Hey, you see them? Oh, aren't they? They're Shinsengumi. Shit, let's beat it.
Losers. What's this guy?
Oh, could you be Sakamoto? By gum, it is you. Well, I'll be. It's me, Shimada. Fancy meeting you all the way out here in Kyo.
You've got the wrong guy.
Quit fibbing. I'd recognize our party rep any day. How's things been since exile?
Lower your voice.
Oh no, it's the Shishigumi. Bye, I gotta go.
Fucking idiot, dude. What the hell?
They're on the run. After them.
He's got a Naruto headband, dude. Hell yeah. Oh, is this like a chase scene? Alright. Alright. A chase battle against the Shinsengumi troops. Run away from your pursuers. When you're being chased, the screen will turn red. Shake the pursuers off by either hiding or you have to between them and yourself. Then continue to your objective. Fucked popo. On the map, you'll find buckets, planks, and wooden boards propped against buildings. Ah, shoots the 5-0. Approach these spots and hide by pressing B. These will shake your pursuers off quickly, but you can't hide if they're already bearing down on you. It's like Assassin's Creed. They'll chase you as soon as they can see you, so do what you can to avoid their line of sight. See you later, losers. I'm gonna hide now? Or do I need to go back around now? Well, that was easy. I just walked away, dude. Is that the whole thing? Oh no, they're spinning in circles, dude. Look at the map. That dude's just spinning in a fucking circle. Woo, 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 woo. Oh, it's hiding here. Yeah, I just need to get to the pink thing on the map. So funny, the guy's just spinning. Spin, spin, spin! Okay, is that guy gonna turn that corner? It's 420, blaze it. Papa hour. Hell yeah, there you go. Oh shit. Just snuck behind him. Okay. What is that? No, that's not the guard. Is it? There's the guard. Is he gonna do this corner? Okay, there he goes. He's about to walk in front of me. Oh, who's pushing that lady? That's funny. And see you later, loser.
Now this is a good place to hide.
Success!
You're safe.
That's Akiyama, right? Isn't that what his name was?
Shishigumi are really just a bunch of rubes. It's easy to lose them. Who are you? Oh, now, listen. I'm no friend of the Shinsengumi. Can we not do that? And who am I, you ask? Just a fellow guy on the run. I see. Goodbye, then. Good day to you, sir. Say, pal, did you find that Tenin Rishin swordsman you're looking for? What was that? Ooh. Alright, who are you? You don't remember? I was at the dojo earlier. Though I guess I didn't exactly make my presence known. Yeah, you can call it eavesdropping, but I call it an ear for good gossip. One of my many talents. That still doesn't tell me who you are. Ah, right. I'm Nobori Matsusuke of the Chosu domain. The Chosu domain, a domain located in the southwest of Honshu. The area is part of the current-day Yamaguchi prefecture. Okay. Might not look it, but I'm actually a loyalist Shishi. If the Bakufu and the Shinsengumi spot me, it's my head. I see. So then, is Nibori just an alias? Yeah. Or, well, forgive me for not instantly trusting a stranger. But were you to join me, I'd gladly tell you my real name. At least in due time. What? You see, I've been scoping out the local dojos, looking for men of skill. What are you recruiting for? Oh, I've been thinking about causing what you might call a disruption. And due to the nature of the job, I only want the best on my team. You seem like the perfect... I'm not interested in your little job. Go find someone else. You're no fun. But fine. I get it. Why don't I restart our conversation with a favor? That talent I spoke of, it's known far and wide in Chosu. I'm one of the best informants there is. Okay. But why are you telling me this? To help you make actual progress. Used a mediocre informant will only get you that mediocre information. Well, I suppose that's all you can afford. But anyway, that guy people call the Crow, he's the most mediocre in the business. Will you hydrate, Dom, or do I have to swap ads? I can hydrate after this conversation in the game real quick. If you really want to find your Tenin Rishin user, I can introduce you to best information broker in Kyo. I'm not asking anything in return. All I want is for us to be on good terms. Does that sweeten the pot? Sure. So without further ado, the guy I know lives in Purgatory, a place that's deep in the slums.
通称
He goes by the Bathkeeper of Sai.
サイの風呂
The
屋
Bathkeeper.
依頼主に情報を渡す場所
It's because he meets his clients in a bathhouse. Switches it up every time.
なるほど
I see. Is that gonna be Majima somehow?
そいつに天然
Anyway, I'll ask him beforehand if he can look into this Tennen
今
Rishin.
度は日が落ちたら
Then, once the sun's gone down, make your way to the bathhouse in South. I couldn't say that
ニ
word.
ボリ松助
Tell them you're at Nibori Matsusuke, and they'll set you up with my guy.
随分親切
Your offer seems a bit too generous.
この話
What's the catch?
どんな裏がある
疑り深いね
My, aren't we
俺を信じる
suspicious?
か信じないか
You don't have to trust me if you don't want to.
でも
But even if I did have something on my sleeve, you'd still get more out of cooperating than not.
夜になったら俺は
Just tell me this.
ニーボリ
If I go to the bathhouse in South Yakimachi and say I'm Nibori
それで情
Matsusuke,
報屋に会えるんだったな
only then can I meet this informant.
ああ
Indeed.
ただ
And there's some time we met before nightfall.
新選組には気をつけた
So be wary of the Shitsugumi. But I probably don't have
が
to.
連中に今日の治安維持を
Kufu, here, go ahead and take my drink real quick right now. Thank you for the reminder. I just realized this is going to be the florist, right? That's what he's talking about, because they're talking about an informant or whatever. It's got to be the florist model, dude. If it's not the florist character model, I will be incorrect. Ever since Bakufu put them in charge of peacekeeping,
任せてから浪人者
Ronin like you have had anything but peace.
少しでも怪しければ切られ
Make
る
one
し
wrong move and you're dead.
時々
Sometimes you're dead even before that.
分かっている
I'm well aware.
待ちなよ
Hold on.
せめて
Don't you at least owe me your name?
でもいいんじゃない
俺も偽名かも
I
しれ
might
ない
have an alias too, you know.
まあ
Then I suppose it's a fair trade.
そこはお互い様だから
The name's Saito Hajime.
斉藤さん
Saito-san.
覚えてくよ
I'll remember that.
そんじゃ
Be seeing you. Oh, it's time to find a stopping point. This will have to be after this cutscene. Nibori of
隙がある
Choshu.
ようで隙がない
You pretend to be an open
不
book,
思議な
but your
男
story doesn't quite line up. I'm on to you. Can I really learn about Tennen Rishin if from some bathhouse in South Yashikimachi? I'm supposed to go there at night, so I've got some time to kill. Maybe I'll head back to Haredaya for now. Haredaya. I'm trying. Alright, let's see. I'll get like close to the objective and then we'll just like save it for there. Oh, we gotta fight. One more fight, I call it quits. Too bad they don't have karaoke. Oh shit! I forgot I have my gun out. Gotta get a little distance. Oh, what was that? Kiryu? Or Saito? Or Ryoma? This guy was just getting closer and closer to me. Oh man, he still got me. I need a dodge. Hirata. Keen. Hey, Fartree, what's up? Welcome in. Just in time for me to end the stream, though. But it's good to see you. How have you been? Let's see. No other samurais nearby to fight. Yep. Alright, let's see. Oh, we've got abilities. Let's spend some points. Oh, we got a lot of them. Swordsman. The first one. Damn, joined at the wrong time. Oh, it's all good. I'm just glad you got a chance to join at all. You know what I'm saying? Let's see, I guess that's the one I gotta go with. Heat enhancement, good. Wild Belger. Let's switch them out. Man, I probably will get that, but if I do this, then I get that one back. Is that how it works? Swap orb? Yes. Yeah, then I have 3. Then I can put this in here. Ability gain.
Then that has an series of attacks, which can last as long as you find openings. Period of oncoming attacks. Cut their spine. Yeah, let's definitely cut their spine and their misery. Let's get that one. We have to end their misery. I mean, it's just the right thing to do. Let's see. Gunman. Essence of finishing shots. Hold your enemy down beneath your heel and unload on the poor bastard. Consumes heat. Oh my gosh, dude, it's so brutal. True. When are you going to stream again? I will be streaming on Wednesday. It'll be as far as this time, it'll be 4 hours. I usually start about 4 hours before an hour. Is that 3.5? Sorry, 3.5 hours before an hour is usually when I start. And I'll probably be continuing some Ace Attorney on Wednesday if you're down for that. Definitely would love to have you. Be doing some silly voices. It will be emote only on that day though, because I do that with Ace Attorney streams. But then I'll be back on Friday, and on Friday I might be continuing on with this, or I might stream some Deacums. Maybe if Lemur wants to play some Deacums on Friday, we might play some Deacums. Because that game is really fun too. So, but yeah, but I think I'll try to keep this on a Monday slot. What time would that be for a Pacific time zone? Oh, I'm really bad at this. But I think you guys are 2 hours behind me, so that would be 3 o'clock p.m. 4 p.m. Okay, I thought it was 2 hours, so it's just 1 hour. Oh no, sorry. Yeah, I start at 6. Derp, not 5. The idiot. Okay, so yeah, it is 4. Yeah, that's right. Noah's got it. He's in that time zone. He knows. Appreciate the help. I'm really bad at time zones. In fact, I even had like a thing on my stream deck for time zones, and I totally forgot. Either after my Taekwondo class. Sounds good. Hell yeah. All right, let's see. We got all of our orbs used. And we'll go ahead and save. We'll do a little manual save. On chapter 1 here. Close. There we go. All right, let's pop on over here. Now you can see the beautiful image in all of its glory behind me. I just thought it was a nice piece of artwork. I think I just went for Edo period artwork, and this is what Google gave me. Pretty cool. All right. So, thanks everybody for hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate you guys being here. I just went over that I'll probably be back on Wednesday with some more Ace Attorney. In the meantime, I do have quite a few projects I'm working on. So if you guys want to, learn anything about the projects that I'm working on, you feel free to, check out the Discord. Anytime you see a new ping in the Dom chat or in the community chat, it might be me posting something. So check it out. Got some cool stuff. I'll be making I need to 3D print it, but I'm making a mold box for my Lickitung, so I can make a silicone mold of it. That way I can make them out of resin or whatever. So that'll be cool. If you guys want to keep tabs on that, just join the Discord. Or you can follow me on Twitter. Sometimes I post them on Twitter. Thank you for the stream. Thank you for hanging out. I really appreciate you being here, man. Good night. Very good stream. Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. Thanks for hanging out, guys. You guys made it a really fun stream for me. Plus, the game was great. So this has just been a great evening. I really appreciate you guys being here for it. Let's see. Let's see if we got any friends on. We will raid out here in a sec. Appreciate anybody who sticks around. Let's see, we got Mr. Flexel. How about him? We haven't got to raid Flex in a while. He's playing Wolong. Or Wolong? I'm not sure how to say it. But either way. So how about we go check out Flex? See how he's doing in that. I think he's been starting to really dig those types of games. So that's awesome. Like seeing that. Oh, as far as for the streams playing schedule, who do we have next? I think it'll be tomorrow morning. Noah should be playing some video games, so definitely look out for that. Should be next. I need to get the new schedule up on my stream because I don't have that. I made it and I forgot to add it to my OBS. Oops. There we go. Raid Mr. Flex a lot. There we go. Starting the raid. Alright, thank you to you guys who have joined the raid. I really appreciate that. I am going to exit the game and get into the raid as well. Unsaved data will be lost. There's no unsaved data. I just saved. Ooh, where's Twitch? I didn't have Twitch open. What? Come on. What? Not on this computer. All right, I got it loaded up now. All right, guys. Once again, thanks for hanging out with me. Can't wait to see you guys. That'll be on Wednesday, so until I see you then, stay happy, stay healthy. I love you all. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.